Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for an exciting encounter between Desert Vipers development team and the ILT20 Thunderbolts. It's the DP World ILT20 development tournament, and we are live from the beautiful and top-class ICC Academy Oval number 2. Now, these two teams are really packed with talent, and some great cricket is on display at the ICC Academy. Well, the 6 teams that are participating in this tournament: Dubai Capitals development team, Desert Vipers development team, the ILT20 Marvels, Gulf Giants, ILT20 Pearls, and last but not the least, the ILT20 Thunderbolts as well. We've already witnessed that game between ILT20 Pearls and Dubai Capitals development team, where the Pearls won that game by 4 wickets. And the game at hand now is Desert Vipers development team versus the ILT20 Thunderbolts. It's match number 6, which is just about to begin in this Academy Oval. And without wasting much more time, let's quickly find out what happened at the toss. We've got Faizan Khan with the 2 captains and the match referee for the flip of the coin.
Welcome to the toss of the 6th match at the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. It's getting interesting, and we have 2 set of teams here that are going to fight it out for the next set of points. For Desert Vipers Development, we have Basil Hamid, the captain of the side. For ILT20 Thunderbolts, we have Umair Ali Khan along with our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Basil is going to flip the coin. They are the home team today. Tails was the call, heads it is. Basil, what have you decided to do?
I think we'll bowl first, looking at the conditions. Probably I'm expecting a little bit of dew. So
minus the game today, all teams that have batted first have won the game.
Yeah, that's interesting part, but let's see. Let's break that streak. I'm hoping the bowlers will do the job for us, and we can chase it down.
Things didn't work out for you in the first match, so what are you looking at? Are there any changes in the side?
No, we are going with the same team. It's still early in the tournament. We have to give some time to the boys. Obviously, we have a core group of batting and bowling. So I'm expecting a firepower from everyone.
Wish you all the very best for today's game, Basil. Umair, happy with the result of the toss?
या बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम ऑफ कोर्स मैंने भी टॉस जीत के फील्डिंग की करनी थी, बिकॉज आपको मालूम है ड्यू फैक्टर है, लेकिन अब बैटिंग आ गई है. आपको पिछला मैच देखा है कि बॉल बैट पे आ रहा था, थोड़ा टाइम लेके बैट्समैन की बात करेंगे कि बोर्ड के ऊपर 150-160 टोटल सेट करें तो आपको मालूम है फिर अच्छा मैच देखने को मिलेगा.
कल का मैच वुड हैव बीन हार्ट ब्रेकिंग, क्योंकि बड़ा क्लोज गेम था आपके लिए और टॉप सीटर भी चल रहा था. कभी उनकी साइड था, कभी आपकी साइड था. सो क्या गलत हुआ कल के मैच में आपके हिसाब से?
कल के बस वो जो 1 ओवर में हमारी जो 3 आउट विकेट्स जहाँ गई थी वहीं से हम लोग मैच लूज कर गए, वरना तो मैच बहुत अच्छा जा रहा था. इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि आज अच्छा खेलें और इस मैच को विन करें.
क्या स्कोर, एक अच्छा स्कोर होगा इस विकेट पर बैटिंग फर्स्ट?
150-160 is very good total for this wicket.
Wish you all the very best for today's game, Umair.
Thank you.
News from the middle is it is Desert Vipers Development who have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first.
Thank you, Faizan. So that's the news from the centre. It's Desert Vipers development team who have won the toss and decided to bowl first. Let's quickly look at the playing 11 then for both the sides. For the Desert Vipers development team, Lovepreet Singh and Tanis Suri. You expect them to open the innings for them with the bat. Basil Hamid, the skipper, Dhruv Parashar, Taimur Ali, Junaid Shamsuddin, the explosive middle order bat for Desert Vipers development team. Daniel Pawson will be behind the stumps with the gloves. Abdullah Kayani, the left arm spinner, Khuzaima Anwar, the fast bowler, Danish Qureshi, and the left-handed fast bowler Wasim Akram complete the playing 11.
Yeah, meanwhile for the Thunderbolts, they've got a packed side as well. Those are the top 5 run scorers of this edition of the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. Junaid Afridi with 81 runs. Riti Arvind with 78. Asif Khan amongst the top 3 as well, 71 for him. Sanchit Sharma, surprisingly, comes down the order, but he's played some valuable knocks, 61 for him, and Kamran Natta with 54. Top 5 wicket takers then. 8 wickets for Zair Khan, no surprises there. He's been brilliant with the ball. Abrar Ahmed 4 wickets for him. Shahid Iqbal, Farhan Khan and Zishan Nazir also with 4 wickets. So it's been a tournament for the bowlers, I think, so far.
Yes, and mostly it's the fast bowlers who have dominated in this DP World ILT20 development tournament so far. We might just see the spinners come into play as the tournament progresses. Well, when you talk about hitters and big hitters, why not have a quick look about the top 10 most 4 hitters? And in that list, Ritya Arvind is right at the top with that brilliant 77 that he scored yesterday. He's got 9 fours to his name, Pancode fours to his name as well. Kamranatha with that innings today, he's got 5. Asif Khan, we expect him to be in the top 3 all throughout the tournament. He's a swashbuckling middle order or an opener who can just change the game any given day.
Yeah, long way to go for the tournament, and an opportunity for all the other players to really make a mark for themselves as well and come up in the tournament. Let's have a look at those 5 wickets those were picked up by Uzair Ali Khan today. He was brilliant with the ball. That was the first wicket. Was not a good delivery, but a super catch there in the deep.
Yes, he definitely has a fair bit of idea on what length he needs to bowl, and that is why he's so effective with that ball, and those variations do come to the fore every time he comes into bowl in the death overs. This wicket definitely assisting the fast bowlers, but also assisting other fielders of the ILT20 Pearls. They're making sure that they back their bowlers, and Uzair Khan on any given night, he can just be dominating, and as the performance tells you today, he was outstanding and definitely deserved those 5 wickets.
Yes, and he was praising his team a lot in the post-match presentation as well, and that is why it's such a good, brilliant game that the whole team comes together. Talking about the whole team, we've got a team of umpires, 2 of them making their way out in the middle, 2 of the better umpires in the domestic circuit. We've got Mr. Shiju Sam on the left of the screen, and alongside him Nadeem Anjum.
So the 2 openers out in the middle as well for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Hamdan Tahir, and with him is Lukman Faisal. A left-hand, right-hand combination, as you would expect, to exploit the early conditions when it comes to the power play overs. First 6 overs, only 2 fielders outside allowed, and that is why it is important that teams that look to post totals on the board in the first innings, they should capitalize on the first 6 overs.
Yes, if they have seen the last game between the ILT20 Pearls and the Dubai Capitals development side, they can probably pick up how Asif Khan and Rohan Mustafa started the innings for them, especially in the power play overs. They were brilliant, and these 2 can be very dangerous as well. Lukman Faisal, 14 runs so far, boundary and a maximum for him, but he's a far better player than that. Expect some big innings from him very soon. He's the kind of player that can change the game. And Hamdan Tahir, he hasn't had a very good tournament either, just 4 runs for him, which is why the ILT20 Thunderbolts hasn't had a good tournament so far. They lost their first game against the ILT20 Marvels. Danish Qureshi, a wicket to his name. Fast bowlers have done well, so you would expect him to deliver with the ball. He's been given the responsibility of the new ball, coming in from the far end. 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard. I think he's got a deep third and a deep square leg. Very orthodox field set. A slip in place as well. Dhruv Prashar at first slip. Behind the wickets, we've got Daniel Pawson. The Anjum waits to give the signal. Go ahead. They would want to start well. Both the teams. Danish Qureshi would probably want to pick up early wickets in the first 6 overs. And meanwhile, for the ILT Thunderbolts, they would want to make sure they're off to a good start. If they can get about 50 odd runs in the first 6 overs, not lose more than 1 wicket, I think that is the platform for a big finish.
That'll be just ideal for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Here we go. Ball number 1, Danish Qureshi to Lukman Faisal. Just outside off, and he's off the mark straight away with a single towards the deep third. It's match number 6 of the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. Remember, this is an excellent platform for cricketers, for professional cricketers to showcase their talent. And the best in the tournament will stand a chance to be scouted and selected and drafted into the main event, the DP World ILT20 Season 3. And there's a lot at stake and a lot on offer for these young cricketers. And one of them is on your screens right now, Hamdan Tahir. He'll definitely want to make a mark in this tournament. He is one of the stylish, elegant, left-handed openers in the UAE. He'll need to back that skill with some runs tonight.
We are very talented. That's nicely clipped towards the fine leg. He will come back for the second. Nicely placed. Just have to see if it was leg buys or off the bat. I think it's off the bat. So Afnan Tahir is off the mark with those 2 runs as well.
Yeah, that left-hand, right-hand combination for Danish Qureshi, it's going to be a challenge. You need to keep adjusting your line and length, which is not easy. But as a bowler who's bowling at this level and who's played so much of cricket, you expect him to quickly adapt and plan accordingly.
Oh, that's nicely bowled in the air, but away from the field, a short mid-wicket. He'll complete 2 more runs. But that was a good delivery.
He's coming around the wicket and creating that angle, bowling it onto the pads, a full delivery, almost like a block hole delivery. And this one was just tucked away by Hamdan towards the mid-wicket. A couple of more runs added to the total. Now that's a sharp delivery, shot of length, and they still managed to get a quick single taken.
Yeah, I think now Danish has bowled a good delivery. That's what he needs to do. We saw back of length deliveries have been troubling the batters. That extra bit of bounce, that has been a problem. Hamdan wasn't in control at all. He'll have to be careful. He's running on the wicket there. Might get a warning from the umpire very soon. But they managed to cross through. This is good from Lukman Faisal, not letting the pressure get to young Hamdan.
This is much better from Danish. Not a bad start to the over. Doesn't get too much of swing with this Kookaburra that's being used. Top quality, and under lights you expect that ball to move a bit, but this is such a great learning curve as well for all the bowlers on how to use that ball to their advantage.
That's nicely bowled and equally well played. I think Danish hasn't been able to get that extra zip we've seen with the other fast bowlers. We'll keep that conversation going in the next over. At the end of over number 1, it's 6 for no loss. At the end of over number 1, the ILT20 Thunderbolts, 6 for no loss. sedate start for them. Haven't gotten any boundaries yet, but they've made sure that they keep rotating the strike. They'll be up against Wasim Akram, who'll be coming in from the pavilion end. Oh, that's a good delivery, but nicely played towards the covers. There is protection. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa will cut it off, but they'll pick up another 2 runs. And there is a slight mix-up between the wicketkeeper and the batter.
Just a mini collision of sorts, but all's well. Danny Pawson just tripping over Lukman Faisal. Wasim Akram starting off the over. In fact, it was Hamdan Tahir who's on strike. Short delivery and wide as well. 1 more run to the total.
Yeah, isn't very comfortable against the left-handers, Wasim Akram. Enjoys bowling against the right-handers, which is why we can see he's trying to bowl it away from Hamdan Tahir. Probably intentionally trying to give him a run and get Lukman Faisal on strike. Because early on, with the new ball, he can be very dangerous. And coming back to that conversation we were having in the previous over, I think Danish Qureshi hasn't been able to get that zip we've seen from the other faster bowlers. That's a good delivery, but equally well played. Straight onto the stumps at the non-striker's end, but they'll cross through for a single. Good match awareness there from young Hamdan Tahir, calling for that single straight away. So yeah, your analysis on that. We've seen a lot of fast bowlers getting that zip, but Danish Qureshi, for some reason, he's not getting that movement in the air as well.
Yes, Danish, we know for a fact that he relies a lot on his swing. He's been a genuine swing bowler for a number of years in the domestic circuit. Doesn't really believe in that back of length delivery. Relies on a lot on his swing, and he's not express pace as well. That takes the outside edge. Oh, misfield. And that will run away for 4. Not the best of efforts. And Lukman Faisal will get a boundary.
Yeah, that ball was travelling. I think it was Abdullah Kiani there at short third. And that's a fan code 4 for you. Was onto him in a flash, but you're right. There should have been a better effort. Nonetheless, first boundary coming in for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Lukman Faisal on 5 of 4. And I think you're right. Bowlers that are trying to pitch it up to the batters to extract the swing haven't been able to be as successful as the others. Meanwhile, this is way down the leg side, but what a take behind the stumps by Danny Pawson. He certainly saved 4 runs for the team. That is a superb effort.
Excellent take from Pawson. A very, very good effort. Diving to his left, was nimble on his feet and put in the dive. Saved certain runs for his side. I think he's in some pain. Danny Pawson, yeah, you can see that he's showing some signs of discomfort. Another full delivery. Angling across Lukman Faisal.
Yeah, looks like he's setting him up. The previous delivery before this, which went for a boundary, was also off the outside edge, and it continued with his arm. Didn't swing into the right-hander, which he normally does. So probably just setting him up for with these outswingers, and he'll probably bowl one surprise delivery coming into the right-hander.
That'll be a great setup from Wasim Akram if he is able to do it. This one's down the leg side again. Wanted to bring that ball in, but just a little too straight from Wasim Akram.
Yeah, that was the delivery that comes into the right-hander, but he's missed out on his mark. And that's happened on a couple of occasions. Previously, also we saw Pawson with that dive towards his left. That was intended to be the in-swinger as well. Once he gets it right, it's very difficult for the batter to defend that.
A lot of height on that ball, a lot of bounce. And that ball was missing the stumps.
That was off the bat. Wasim, for some reason, was appealing for that.
A little over ambitious. Wasim Akram has been expensive as well. 11 so far, most of them in the form of wides and extras. Yeah, that has come off the bat. It hasn't even come close to his thigh pad. One more ball to go in the over. A slip in place. Good delivery. Hit straight. Basil Hamid will cut that off. And it will be a dot ball to end the second over. 17 for no loss.
It's going to be Danish Qureshi to continue. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Is it a lucky shot? I think it is. That's gone all the way for a maximum. But that's a very, very lucky shot for Luqman Faisal. First maximum for the ILT20 Thunderbolts.
That was not all that short for Luqman to pull it, but he still went for that shot. Takes the top edge and does travel the distance. So the first 6 of the game in not the most convincing fashion, but 12 runs is what Luqman Faisal will be after that 7th ball that he's faced.
For some reason, Luqman hasn't looked at his best. He's way better than this. We've seen him play in the domestic circuit and he scores a lot of runs for fun. But tonight and in the previous encounter as well, hasn't been able to get those runs. What a jaffa for delivery. How did that miss the off stump? How close was that?
Very good ball from Danish. Just that hint of movement after it pitched, and Luqman Faisal was beaten all ends up. How many runs have you seen Luqman score in this ground, Rashid? Because I know he's not taking any credit away from him, but we know that he does score bulk of runs when he's playing in other conditions. But at this venue, you need to apply. And you need to show some character, just like that. You can't just go bang, bang right from ball number 1. You need to run hard between the wickets. And you need to hang in there for some time so that you can start to score runs freely.
That's a valid point. The conditions, the venue does play an important role. And I've seen him score runs at this venue as well. And he's done so well in the last year or so. But I think it's the change of the ball. We've seen swing, but we haven't seen this kind of swing. We haven't seen this kind of zip the fast bowlers are getting, which not only has troubled him, but a lot of other batters as well. He's got a hold of that, but that's gone miles up in the air. Oh, and dropped! Can you believe it? Tamir Ali is one of the better fielders in this side, and he's dropped Luqman Faisal.
A life for Luqman, and Danish, well, he'll feel that he's been let down by his teammates. That should have been taken. It was right in front of his eyes, and there is no reason why he should have dropped it. But that is what this game is all about. They need to move ahead, leave this behind, because this could come back to haunt them.
Yes, you're right. You have to forget these dropped catches and just move forward with the game. But I think on this level, that should have been taken. He had enough time to get underneath that. Hamdan Tahir on strike now. That's a good delivery. I think Danish has bowled better in the second over. Although he's gone for some runs, he's been very unlucky. First, that delivery that missed the outside edge of Luqman Faisal. Then he produced an opportunity at square leg, which was dropped by Taimur Ali. Those are the support staff for the Desert Vipers development side. Having a close look at the game. I could tell there was Jack Luffman there. That's another good delivery. Slightly back of length and hitting him high on the bat. And over number 3 comes to an end with that dot ball. It's 26 for no loss. Thunderbolts ILT20 development side have done well so far. New bowler, Khuzema bin Tanveer. He's gotten 2 wickets so far. Best of 2 for 24. Desert Vipers development team hasn't been able to break this opening partnership. They did get the opportunity to pick up the wicket of Luqman Faisal in the previous over, and that was grasped by Taimur Ali. But at this level, you have to take those chances. You have to convert the half chances and pick up wickets. Opportunity this for Luqman Faisal now that he's been given a life. He needs to make the most of it.
Yes, a chance given is something that they'll definitely want to cash in. Luqman Faisal on 15. It's going to be Khuzema Tanveer. Another brilliant athlete. Another fast bowler coming up the ranks in domestic cricket. Has made a name for himself in a very short span of time, Khuzema. And he definitely is one to watch out for. Taimur Ali, beg your pardon, will definitely be thinking about that catch that he dropped. Could have been 27 for 1 right now.
Well, that's the last thing he should be thinking about. He needs to just move on with the game and make sure that if he gets another opportunity, that is taken. And you're right, Khuzema bin Tanveer, he's an immensely talented player. That's a good delivery and a misfield. Awkward bounce there for the youngster. Will allow them to pick up a single. Rotation of strike has been good there. Let's have a look once again what happened. Yeah, I think just spun in front of him. That was young Uday Suri. He's probably 15 or 16 at the moment. Very young, but he's a part of this Desert Vipers development team. Good to see some youngsters making their mark. It's another good delivery, but nicely played there by Luqman Faisal. After that catch drop, he's looked like a different batter. He's waiting for the ball to come to him, not going after the ball.
Yeah, early jitters and nerves when you come out to bat. As an opener, you want to settle in. You need some time. And after that catch, I think he's done some introspection. And now he thinks that he needs to stay there till the end. He needs to play a long innings. Clipped off the pads by Hamdan. He's scoring at runner ball, which is not bad. Just need to look for those loose deliveries, and if you get them, try and make use of them.
Yes, the loose deliveries should be converted into boundaries at the least. And I think you're right when you say that this is a kind of a wicket where you need to just settle down. There you go, one of us. Enjoying the game, having a conversation. It's more about timing on this wicket. You have to realize as a batter. Once again, nicely played towards the onside. As a batter, you just need to make sure that you get your timing right. You can't be going after the ball. Let the ball come to you, time it well, and you'll get full reward for good shots.
Yes, and that will happen once you gauge the conditions well, once you've spent some time out there in the middle. As you know, it's the ICC Women's T20 World Cup, which is taking place here in the UAE, and the West Indian side has come out to practice at this world-class facility, the ICC Academy. Catch is the call. Oh, beats the fielder at slip, and the ball has raced away towards the boundary for 4. Khuzema bowled a peach, and I think it was Dhruv Parashar caught napping at slip.
Yeah, and gets them a fan code 4. He was clearly late on that, we could see in the replay. That was a quick delivery. Didn't take the edge, I think it was from the face of the blade. And was very quick to reach Dhruv Parashar. Normally he's very safe in that region. End of over number 4, 35 for no loss.
So the super sub signal from the umpire Nadeem Anjum. Danish Qureshi has been taken out of the playing 11. Shehbaz Ali is in. A quick single taken on this first ball of the over for Wasim Akram. What do you make of that decision? Very interesting, very strategic, but really difficult to comprehend.
Yeah, it's I don't know how that will fare, but considering how Shehbaz Ali plays, he's a very good bowler and can bat as well. That can be the only reason why he's been replaced. But Danish Qureshi still had 2 more overs to go. Could have bowled those 2 overs and then the sub could have been added. But I think he's probably not fit enough. That's the only reason I can think of. Otherwise, I think he was bowling well, especially in that second over. Created the opportunity as well, which was dropped by Taimur Ali. But that's a team decision, and we'll see how that plays as well. Or the other reason can be that they would probably want to get Shehbaz Ali to bowl now, the next over, which is why Danish has been taken out.
It's worked away nicely by Hamdan Tahir on the pads, and he's just played that towards the mid-wicket. They will get 2. It was played in the gap, and they had a lot of time to come back for the second. Yeah, interesting call. We've not seen something like that before. Just in the 4th over of the game, a team that is bowling has taken a super sub to bring in another bowler who's just bowled 2 overs. So we'll have to wait and find out how that pans out for the side. But that is what this different rule brings onto the table. It brings out the different dynamics of the think tank of the team. This is played uppishly towards deep point. There is protection there. Shehbaz Ali on the screens. He's the one who's been super subbed for Desert Vipers. And he might just come in to bowl the next over, if that seems to be the plan for the Desert Vipers development team.
We'll have to wait and watch. But at the moment, I think this is very good batting from these two. Luqman Faisal on 20 of 15, Hamdan Tahir 15 of 12. They haven't hit too many boundaries or maximums, but they've made sure that the running between the wickets is very coordinated between the two, and they haven't missed out on any opportunity to cross through and keep rotation going, which is why I think this has been a good turnaround for the ILT Thunderbolts. ILT20 Thunderbolts. Good delivery there from Wasim Akram. Short pitch delivery.
A surprising delivery from Wasim Akram, and Hamdan Tahir, in fact it was Luqman Faisal who let it go. As you pointed out, this is a very good partnership. They've not taken too many risks, but they've still managed to keep the scoreboard ticking.
Nicely played, but straight to the fielder at covers. No chance of a run. Yeah, and if they can go complete this power play of the first 6 overs without losing a wicket and getting to, let's say, 47, 48 runs, or even 45 for that matter, they'll have 10 wickets in hand and they'll have 2 set batters out there. That will be key. Once you get settled, you understand the bounce of the wicket, you understand the pace of the wicket, and you can go on to play some good shots and get a good total on the board, just like Ritya Arvind, Kamran Atha and the others.
Beautifully driven. That is exquisite from Lukman Faisal. Didn't try to hit it too hard, just timed it, and a glorious drive for 4 runs.
That's a fabulous fan code 4. Waiting for it and playing it late, away from the fielder at mid-off, and once it beat that fielder, it was always going to be a fan code 4. Nicely timed. And this is a lightning quick outfield here.
Just loved the way he played that shot. High back lift. And very close to his body. 5 overs have been bowled. And after 5 overs, it's 43 for no loss.
Go, Dilla. Bowling change. Left arm over. Okay.
Well, it's going to be Abdullah Kiani. So the mystery continues. Why that super sub decision was made by the Desert Vipers development team. Very talented left arm bowler. Abdullah Kiani, I've seen him with the new ball, and he bowls some good deliveries. That's on the pads, but straight to the fielder at short square leg.
It's not the decision that has surprised us as much as the timing of the decision that has startled us. We'll definitely want to know more about that from the captain of Desert Vipers development team, Basil Hamid, whenever we get that chance to find out the thinking behind that decision. Very intriguing indeed.
Oh yes, you've placed that perfectly. It's the timing that is a problem. We really don't know why Danish Qureshi was taken out. But like you said, it's a mystery that remains to be unsolved. 43 for no loss. 4 more deliveries in the power play to go. Do they go after Abdullah Kiani in this over? Lukman Faisal on strike. Oh, good delivery. Back off length. And that was hurrying on to him. Good thing he didn't go across the line.
Yes, if he can bowl on that length, I think it'll be very challenging for the batters to score runs. He does bowl quick and flat. Short and wide, but straight to Taimur Ali. A few yards to his left or right, it would have been a certain boundary, but not to be.
Well, I think Lukman should be furious with himself. He's missed out on a boundary opportunity. Nicely bowled on the pads. Another one missed out. That was on the pads. He could have probably just clipped it finer towards the fine leg region. And it could have been another boundary. Now it's Hamdan Tahir on strike, who's on 20 of 18. Lukman Faisal just picked up a single, got to the other end. One more delivery to go in this power play. That's picked up nicely by Hamdan. That'll go towards the boundary. Good finish to the power play for the Thunderbolts ILT20 side.
Yeah, short and on the pads. All he had to do was pull it, and he did that pretty nicely. Couple of bounces, goes towards the square leg region and gets it. 4 to end the power play overs. After 6, it's 49 for no loss. 6 overs done, power play overs completed as Nadeem Anjum signals the power play. The end of power play. Not a bad start at all, Rashid. 49 on the board with all 10 wickets intact. We haven't seen that happen in this tournament before.
Well, yes, you're right. That's the more important thing. With 10 wickets in hand, they haven't lost any wickets yet. And they've got a decent score on the board as well, 49. There were a couple of opportunities created against both the openers. Luqman Faisal first, which was grasped by Taimur Ali, and then Hamdan Tahir was dropped at first slip by Dhruv Parashar. And they've made the most of it since then. Luqman on 24, Hamdan on 22, Khuzaima bin Tanveer to continue. That's nicely played, but straight to the fielder at covers. Now this is what Luqman Faisal has changed a little bit. He's waiting for the ball to come to him. And I think that's paid some dividend to him. On the other end, I think Hamdan is, since the start, he's played well. He's not let that pressure creep up to Luqman Faisal.
Yes, if you had to compare the two batters, I think Hamdan Tahir is looking more composed out there, and Luqman is now trying to get there. Very watchful, lets it go. Not bad at all. You don't have to play every delivery. If you're getting runs, you can afford to leave a few deliveries, and that's what Luqman has done so far. He's a bit disappointed. It's not been called as one for the over, but the umpires, I think, are well within their rights to decide on that. Since he ducked and he sat down almost, it's not been called as one for the over. Another short ball. This time he goes for it, misses, and so does Posson. And this is gone all the way for 4 runs. It's buys, and it'll be 4 runs in the form of buys.
Well, that was a mighty good delivery. Danny tried his best to get to that, but the ball was still swinging after it crossed the batter. So not a very easy take for the wicketkeeper. He tried his best. He's been superb throughout the day today. The team 50 comes up with those buys, 53 on the board. And that probably might have been called one for the over. He's got 3 more deliveries to go. Khuzaima bin Tanveer. Oh, that's a good delivery outside off stump. Now mixing his length nicely. Was bowling shorter length previously, forcing him onto the back foot, and then trying one pitched up delivery. Let's have a look once again. Yes, trying to hit it too hard once again, Luqman Faisal. And that has created a lot of doubts for him. Shiju Sam on your screens.
Yes, Shiju Sam. He's one of the ICC panel umpires from the UAE. Very experienced. Goes for the pull, gets a top edge, and sends it over fine leg for half a dozen runs. Doesn't come from the middle, but Luqman has shown some courage to play that pull shot, and he's been rewarded with a 6.
Khuzaima persisting with that short pitch deliveries. But I think it's a mini win this for Khuzaima. Luqman was no control of that shot. Could have easily lobbed up in the air and he could have picked up his wicket, but not to be. Instead, it's gone for half a dozen. 1 more delivery to go in the 7th over. And I think the Desert Vipers development side haven't been too lucky in the field. A couple of drop chances, a lot of edges going towards the boundaries.
Yeah, there's no one else to blame but themselves. They got those chances, they created them, but just couldn't capitalize and take those chances. Oh, that's a good shot. They will look for 2, and by the time Lovepreet collects it, they will get 2 runs. So a very successful over, fruitful for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. It's 7 overs, 61 for no loss.
Coming around to you.
Let's go, boys. Come on here, boys. Come on here, boys.
Right then, 7 overs done, 61 for no loss, and the captain has had enough. He's taken the ball in his own hands, and he's going to bring in the breakthrough, try to rather. He's got 3 wickets in the tournament so far. Starts off with a good delivery. That's the kind of pace you need to bowl as a spinner. We've seen a lot of spinners bowling on this track, and they've been trying to bowl too quick, not able to get any turn whatsoever.
Well, the only bowler that I have seen who's been able to get some turn and bounce is Simranjeet Singh. And the reason why he's been able to do that is because he's slower in the air compared to the other bowlers.
Yeah, he's a very talented bowler. I was very impressed with his 4 overs yesterday. Gave away just 11, I think, and picked up a wicket as well, but he was very miserly.
He was, and he was not afraid to flight the ball. He was bowling against the best in the business, Asif Khan. And it was a very interesting contest to watch between bat and ball. He will be seen in action later today. Simranjeet Singh. Meanwhile, this one's been played in the gap. No chance for Abdullah Kayani. He's just jogging to get the ball back, as it will be called for 4 runs.
Not a good delivery to start with. Hosema was early into the shot, and that brings about a fan code 4. He was expecting the ball to bounce more than that.
Also a little slow from Basil, so he played that shot early. Now that's been played towards covers, a full toss delivery from Basil.
Stay up, fellas, stay up.
Yeah, trying to flight the ball and get a bit of spin going. Once again, Lukman tries to hit it too hard. Doesn't get it from the middle of the blade, but they complete a single. There's one more delivery to go in the over. Basil has given 6 so far.
I don't think it's a bad decision from Basil to bring himself. Even if he leaks a few runs, what they need right now is a wicket. So they need to take some risks, and that is what Basil is not afraid to do. Flight the ball, entice the batters to go big. But Hamdan Tahir has done well to place that towards long off for a single. 7 runs off it. 8 overs bowled. It's 68 for no wicket.
Well, that's the Desert Vipers management. I can tell one man from out of the 4, Jack Luffman. He's the only one I know. And we were talking about Simranjeet Singh a while ago. What a brilliant bowler he is.
And I can see that the coach, Khurram Khan, has a lot of faith in Simranjeet Singh. And Shehbaz Ali comes in to bowl. Short. Played towards the deep third. Quick single taken. That carried to deep third pretty quickly.
Well, Shehbaz Ali is known for those back or length deliveries. And he's one bowler who masters them. .69 for no loss after 8.1 overs. We can see Ronak Panoli in the background, padded up. He might be coming in next. At the moment, they've got all 10 wickets intact. That's a good surprise delivery. Played nicely though by Luqman in the gap. Will be 4 runs.
That's a good shot. Just caught a little by surprise, Luqman, and got his eyes off the ball as well. But he was able to place that ball in the gap, and he's got a fan code 4 to his name. If you've played against Shehbaz Ali, you know that he does like to bowl a lot of short deliveries. So you have to expect and anticipate that when you're playing against him. Another short ball. They take a single. This is sensible batting from Luqman Faisal as he gets into his 40s. 42 of just 28 deliveries for him.
Yeah, he's bowling more like how Zishan Nasir did, back of length deliveries. But the only difference between Zishan Nasir and Shehbaz Ali is the amount of swing Zishan extracts. He gets a lot of swing, and that has been troubling a lot of batters. Shehbaz, he's got that hard length, but doesn't get the ball to move. Probably try him with the new ball. Both these batters out there, Hamdan Tahir and Luqman Faisal, look very comfortable at the moment. They're taking singles on will, rotating strike and waiting for those loose deliveries. They've hit some very good shots. One down the ground by Luqman for a boundary was a glorious shot. And these are troubled times for the Desert Vipers development team. They haven't been able to get the breakthrough they're looking for. Couple more deliveries to go in this Shehbaz Ali over. Can he provide that breakthrough that they're looking for? Nicely played once again through the line towards the fielder. Luqman will pick up another single here. And this is the phase where they just need to make sure that they don't lose wickets and keep continuing with 7-8 runs and over. And towards the end, with 10 wickets in hand, you can start going after the bowlers probably after the 13th over. Get to 100 by the 13th over. And the last 7, even if you score 70, 75 or 80 runs, you can get up to 180 runs, which can be a match-winning total on this wicket. Outside edge, and that'll run away towards the boundary. He's very quick, Shehbaz Ali. Once you get an outside edge away from the fielder, it's always going to be a boundary. A fan code 4 to end over number 9. A very thickish edge from Hamdan Tahir away from the fielder at deep third. 9 overs completed. All 10 wickets intact. 80 runs on the board.
Come this side, huh?
Highest total of the tournament for Ritya Arvind, unbeaten 77. Kamran Natta with a 50, and a lot of batters getting out in their 40s. Yes, no, and wisely denied by Hamdan Tahir. They don't want to lose a wicket, especially in the form of a run out. Luqman Faisal on 43 of 30. Hamdan Tahir 30 of 25. 5 more deliveries to go in the over. Way down the leg side, that'll be 5 wides. Not a good delivery from Basil. Nothing much Danny could do with that.
Yeah, that was very quick, and that did surprise not only Luqman but Danny Pawson as well. And that's gone away for 4 runs. 5 wides. So 5 runs added to the total. This is a solid start for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Catches the call, and it's been timed supremely. Luqman Faisal gets it right and gets 6 runs.
Yeah, very good shot from Luqman. Getting down on one knee and making sure that he gets a hold of that away. There was a fielder there at mid-wicket, but it was always going over his head. One shot of a much-deserved half-century. Gets it in the gap. He's called for 2. and will come back for the second. Excellent running between the wickets. This is a superb knock from Luqman Faisal, getting to his half century in just 32 deliveries. 4 boundaries and 3 maximums in that innings. And now that he's settled, he must make sure that he keeps going here.
Goes for a quick single. They're looking for the second. Sent back by Hamdan. Will only be a single. This is a good over for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. 52 for Luqman Faisal. Hamdan on 30 of 25. Very solid partnership between the two. Oh, gets the edge. This could be runs, and it will go all the way as well. So runs coming quick and fast for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Another boundary for Hamdan Tahir.
Yeah, another fan code 4 for Hamdan. Not convincing again, but I think they'll take it any day. The runs have been flowing in for the Thunderbolts ILT20 team. Short delivery, played nicely but straight to the fielder. It'll be a dot ball to end over number 10. And the Thunderbolts ILT20 team are in complete control of this game so far. 98 for no loss. And there is going to be a change in the voices. To take you through the next 10, it's going to be Faizan Khan and Owais Javed.
Well, going along very nicely are ILT20 Thunderbolts, 98 for no loss halfway through. And Luqman Faisal, what a phenomenal knock yet again from this man. And Hamdan Tahir equal to the task. Shabazz pulling his second over. That's been crashed away with some supreme power. That's gone towards the boundary in no time.
Absolutely brilliant. Will bring the 100 up for his side. What a show this has been by these two showmen. Especially this man on the screen. In front of square. Smashed for a fan code 4.
Well, he's looking very dangerous now in the middle. Has been a calculated knock, I would say, by both these batters. So it's not only the 4s and the bar and the 6s they've been looking for. They've rotated strike beautifully. Nicely bowled and nicely dealt here by Luqman.
Runs have been coming in thick and fast and they haven't lost a wicket. This is the biggest opening partnership in this tournament. They have been absolutely spot on, these two. I was talking to their captain, Umair Ali Khan, and he was telling me that the idea for one of these batters is to play the full quota of 20 overs. Well, the way both of them are going, they can end up playing the full quota of 20 overs. This has been, well, almost a chanceless knock from these two. Another single comes in. They have to plug the flow of runs to put some pressure on these batters.
Well, they've already laid the platform, both these batters, and still plenty of batters to come after this. So I think now they can afford to shift gears from here onwards, Faizan.
They already have, frankly, Wes, because in the last 30 balls, 57 runs have been scored. So there's definitely a high gear coming in from these two. We're talking about how good Luqman Faisal has been, but I think equally good is Hamdan Tahir, who's also going at more than run a ball. He's partnered his colleague really well. Straight to the fielder this time, a dot ball. That has been a rare occasion, dot balls in this innings.
Yeah, we haven't seen many of the dot balls in this innings. Lukman Faisal and Hamdan Tahir, well, they've been absolutely severe against the bowling attack. And I believe, Faizan, it's a very good batting track. And I would say it's a batting paradise. No as such demons in this track. No real turn. As Rashid and Shoaib, they were mentioning about Simranjeet Singh, the only bowler getting purchased in this ground.
That's downtown. That's a maximum. What a shot from Hamdan Tahir out of nowhere. 6 more.
Well, that is a shot coming in from a very confident batter. Now using his feet, and look at that flow of the bat. Terrific bat speed. And it has gone for a maximum. Well, that is an outrageous hit. He's on the move now. It's Hamdan Tahir.
Outrageous, courageous. Brilliant. What a display of batting this has been. We've talked about the wicket. The wicket has been hard. It's not coming onto the bat. And we've also said that if you apply yourself as a batter, you can turn it into a wicket which can give you a lot of runs. And that is exactly what is happening here. After losing the first game, Thunderbolts have not just brought in thunder, they have brought in some lightning and some rain as well. A rain of 4s and 6s. That will end the over. Another expensive over comes to an end. It's 109 without loss after 11.
Go do it. Come on, boys. Bowling change, left arm between. Big graft here, boys. Come on. 40 minutes of graft here. Let's go. Come on.
Danny Posson there trying to lift his bowlers. The shoulders have been drooped. This is the biggest opening partnership in this tournament till now. We are in the third day. Game number 6. Got him. That has to be mighty close. There has to be some bat involved for that to be given not out.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting replay. It was mighty close. The ball holding its line. Yeah, and I think it was just slightly going down the leg side.
That looked very, very close. Touch and go. The umpires must be in such a lot of pressure out there. When there's a loud appeal, they know it's an important wicket. Brilliant work by umpire Shiju Sam. That's played well in the gap. They're running hard for the first one. Only one.
Well, they need to break this partnership now. Into the 12th over and no wickets have been lost. Shows how beautifully have these two batters managed their innings. It's a calculated knock, especially Lukman Faisal being the aggressor and Hamdan Tahir giving him support and playing his second fiddle. Short delivery, bowling a little quicker, getting a little high on Lukman Faisal, just placing it towards cover and doing the right thing. 9 runs away to reaching his half century. Hamdan Tahir, well deserved one. Played some magnificent shots throughout this innings. Hasn't been only the flamboyant Lukman Faisal. Hamdan Tahir was equal to the task.
No ball by Kayani. A left arm spinner. That's a crime. The next ball is going to be a free hit. And guess who's going to face it? Lukman Faisal.
Well, I understand in the first match we witnessed here, Farhan Khan bowled a lot of no balls, but here a spinner bowling a no ball is absolute criminal. And there you go, the towels have come out. So it seems like Faizan, certainly the dew has taken a toll on this ground.
Yeah, there's not very heavy dew, frankly. But there's slight dew out there right now. I was sitting outside for quite a while. Oh, big heave. Didn't connect. And the problem, I think, was that he was trying to hit it too hard.
Well, I was about to say the same thing, Faizan. Yes, he went too hard on that. It was in the zone, in the slot, and just missed out an opportunity. So a breather for Kayani. Pretty decent over as of now. Hasn't really gone for any boundaries as of such.
Yeah, already 6 runs of the over though. Straight, well bowled. This was a seam-up delivery from Kayani. Just bowled it with the arm. Didn't use his fingers, rolled his fingers on top of the ball. That's the variation he brings about. Sometimes he's a very difficult bowler to get away, Kayani, because of all those variations that he has.
Nicely bowled, targeting the stumps, looking for 2, but rightfully so. Never a 2 there. And taking a single and finishing off the 12th over. 116 for no loss.
Over. I thought you were setting the field. Oh, no, sorry. I was asking what? Sliding? Sliding.
There's no wind on the ground today, so there's no breeze whatsoever. And that is why I think the humidity is developing just a little bit out there right now. That's going to do one more thing. That's going to make batting easier in the second innings. There's still 28 overs to come in this match. In comes Wasim Akram after bowling 2 good overs up front. And first run taken on the first ball.
Yeah, I think it's the right approach by the captain, opting to bring their premium bowler Wasim Akram. Need to break this partnership, so might as well get your main pace attack bowler at this point of the stage and just break this partnership. It's looking dangerous now, and I think from here onwards, Faizan, they should be eyeing somewhere around 220 or even 230. It's a belter of a track.
Absolutely. They can easily get to 220 if they don't lose a wicket. Well, that's gone. Dispatched outside the park and beyond. Well, that'll take some doing looking for the ball there.
Well, this is some sheer power from Lukman Faisal. Wasim Akram going a little fuller. Look at that. That has been absolutely bludgeoned out of the park. And this partnership is looking very, very dangerous. That was a 64th 6 in this tournament. High and long. And there you go. Good camera work by the production team.
Yeah, that was on the roof of Dwight School, Dubai. What a shot that was. He gets into position so quickly. It wasn't a great ball, mind you, but he gets into position so quickly. Like an eagle grabbing on its prey. Fantastic work. 1, 2, 3 without loss. Into the 13th over. They are going at almost 10 runs and over here. 9 fours, 5 sixes. That's not too many boundaries. That tells you how well they've run between the wickets. Lukman Faisal is already on 65 of just 40 deliveries. All the chatter about this being a low-scoring tournament, wickets being very difficult. There's a man who's playing as if he's playing on a different planet altogether. He's thinking of a 2 there, never available. So good call coming in from Lukman.
Very intelligent batting is showing a lot of maturity, both these batters. Lukman Faisal hitting a 6, taking a single, giving strike to Hadman Tahir, who's just 6 runs short to be reaching his personal milestone. Well, Wasim Akram still hasn't looked at his mark today. It's been a little sluggish, I would say, Faizan.
Well, I think he bowled pretty good 2 overs up front, gave away just 12 runs. Now he's been taken for a few here. Nicely bowled. Nicely bowled. So that's a dot ball. In the last 24 hours, we've seen 3 half centuries in this tournament. Top 10 most 6 hitters. Luqman Faisal, number 2 with 5 sixes. Junaid Afridi, his teammate for his club, is on number 1. And I think that has to be the case among top 10 run getters also, because Luqman is looking really good here. So we saw Vritya Arvind, 77 not out. That was the first 50 of the tournament. And then Kamran Atta came out and scored exactly a 50 in the last game. And now we have one batter on 66 and another one on the brink of a 50 here. So all that chatter about these being difficult wickets, well, they've proved us wrong, at least today on this wicket. Chase coming in just 14 overs. Oh, beautifully bowled. That will end the over. We'll continue with that thought in just a little bit. It's 13 overs gone. They're scoring at almost 9.5 runs in over. 124 without loss. Start of the 14th here. They are in trouble, Desert Vipers development. They are looking at a big total here. We've seen 160 not being able to be chased on these wickets. And look at that shot once again. Went to the boundary like a tracer bullet. Junaid did well, trying to dive and save it. Could not stop it from getting it to another fan code 4.
Well, he's decided to unleash now Luqman Faisal. Once again going a lot fuller. And it was in the slot and not a good effort in the deep.
And now he's the leading run getter in this tournament. 84 runs to his name. Into the second game, dropped. That was a difficult take, but should have been taken under pressure.
Well, I would say it was a half chance. It was struck with some real force and the reaction time was very minimal for Kayani. But then again, rightly said, Faizan, yeah, it will go down as a chance. You need to take these half chances, especially at this point of the game.
A couple of wickets here. These two batters. And this game is hanging in the balance. I think that's a broken webbing, maybe? Let's take a look at that. No, I think it hit him flush on the palm, and those are very painful. Once you're hit in the center of the palm, it's very, very painful for you. So magic spray coming out.
Yeah, I hope he is okay. He's already gotten some medical attention. And I think he's up and running. A strong, strong bloke is Kayani. Could have been a stunner for catch if that would have held on.
Yeah, we have already seen Rohan Mustafa taking something like that in the last match. Picked up. Gone. Dispatch. That's another 50. Fourth of the day. In fact, fourth in the last 24 hours. Hamdan Tahir has reached 50 of just 39. Well played, young lad.
Well, reaching to his 50 with a glory maximum in the slot. And he says, thank you very much. I'm going to take 6 of those. And poor bowling, I would say. It has been one-way traffic since the time these two batters have walked in the middle.
And the crew there had to run for their lives. Good work, Hamdan. We've talked about how Luqman has been really good, but I think batting is done in partnerships. And if your partner isn't supporting you well, you cannot do a lot. And I think Hamdan Tahir should be credited for the kind of batting that he's shown. He's running hard for the second, and I think he'll get there.
Well, excellent bit of running between these two batters. Tremendous coordination and communication. The moment he hit that, he was ready and set for that second run. And he's done it brilliantly. And the umpire, I think so. Has he gone upstairs?
Well, they're checking for it, for sure. But I think from the reaction of the players and from how Hamdan was keeping his head down, good pick up and throw. Taimur Ali there. Very good pick up and throw. There you go. There you go. Very close. Reached safely home.
Well, it was much closer than we thought. But then again, yeah, just to be sure, umpire went upstairs and no damage done.
Very good running from Hamdan Tahir. Any youngster watching this, this is how you need to ground your bat. He was stretching fully forward, was not looking at the ball, was concentrating. His head was down, concentrating on the popping crease and trying to slide in and stretch as much as possible. And also using the handle of the bat to perfection. This has gone in the gap. This has gone for a fan code 4.
Well, they're struggling here now. They can't really find their line or length. And with provided short delivery and bouncing on it beautifully, Hamdan Tahir is looking $1 million in the middle. Look at that. Excellent flow of the bat. And that is another fan code 4 moment.
Run rate is now up and over, 10 runs and over. They're looking at a 200 here. And they might easily get it if they don't lose a wicket from here on. That's played down towards long off for only a single. 14 overs gone. They're in a very good position. Thunderbolts 142 without loss.
Last 6 overs remaining in this innings. 142 already without any loss. This is some exceptional stuff by both these batters. Lukman Faisal surely would be eyeing his 100. Wave of delivery down the leg side. And he's a decision for the umpire.
And these are not bad bowlers by any means. Wasim Akram is a very good bowler, has a lot of experience, has played franchise cricket also at the Abu Dhabi T10. So he is experienced. Khuzaima has played a lot of domestic cricket in the UAE. He's a very quick bowler. Shehbaz Ali is one of the all-rounders at the domestic circuit in the UAE. A very heavy bowler, difficult bowler to get away. But they are not poor bowlers. It's just some supreme batting. Quick running between the wickets. Basil just could not hit the stumps. Direct hit might have made the difference.
Yeah, good running once again. Good coordination between these two batters. And I think personally, Faizan, I think it's got to do something with the wicket here. It is a batting paradise, a good track to bat on. And I think that is the reason that the bowlers, they're trying a bit too much. And trying to bowl those bouncers, trying to go for those yorkers, variations. And it's just not going in their favour.
I'd gone for the toss. I had the opportunity to take a look at this wicket and yesterday's wicket. So yesterday's wicket had a lot of dry grass on it, where the ball would not come from the surface of the ball and would get stuck sometimes. So it was difficult to score. This wicket also has a lot of grass on it, but this time there's a green tinge to the grass. And that's nicely played again. Taken. Only Basil Hamid could have taken it because it was hit ferociously well. Lukman Faisal, after a wonderful knock, departs. And the first wicket down here with score on 144.
Well, finally a breakthrough coming in for Desert Vipers development. Once again, it was in the slot, but he just couldn't get the distance. Yeah, straight into the hands, and Basil Hamid, being one of the safest fielders in the side, has taken a very clean catch to get rid of this man who's already done his job. 71 in just 44 deliveries. What a tremendous knock. 144 for 1.
Yes, middle.
Ronak Panoli coming out to bat. He's one of the talents to look forward to in this DP World ILT20 development tournament. Wasim Akram getting a wicket eventually, but I think it was more of Basil's wicket, because it was hit ferociously, powerfully straight to Basil. Good start, very good thinking from Wasim Akram, putting Ronak Panoli onto the back foot. One for the over given by the umpire.
Yes, some aggression being shown here by Wasim Akram, finally getting a wicket for his team, and that too in the 15th over of the first innings. And the only bowler, I would say, who's been finding his line and lengths. Otherwise, all the bowlers were struggling to pitch the ball and land at the right areas.
He's a very good bowler, Wasim. Wide of the crease. Oh, great take. Has he taken it? Pawson. I think he's collected it. What a great take. What a great ball. Great cricket coming in from the Desert Vipers development here. The Vipers had some venom on that one.
Yeah, how did that miss the stumps? Agonizingly close, and look at the take behind the stumps. Excellent, brilliant take. And that is what you need to see. And that is certainly going to uplift the mood of the camp.
Yeah, true. This is the moment. Seize it. Another wicket here. This has gone up, high up in the night sky. It won't be taken. Taimur Ali there, the culprit. It was in the air for such a long time that he could have gone, had a cup of tea, come back and take it. He couldn't.
Well, I feel for Taimur Ali. That is the second time he's got a skyer. And once again, he got underneath the ball, had ample time, and there you go, just ballooned and bursted through his hands. Well, no excuses. That should have been taken.
Yeah, didn't get to it only. I feel for the bowler. Wasim Akram has done all the hard work in this over. Picked up a wicket, almost picked up a wicket, and then almost getting out, caught on the boundary. But these almost never matter. It's the wickets that count. 145 for 1. Last ball. Full toss, flicked away. Poor ball. Gets the treatment. Exciting over comes to an end. Everything happening in this over. A wicket, almost a bowled, almost a catch, then a 4 to end it.
Well, he was bowling so well, but this last delivery was extremely poor. Full toss onto the pads, and there was 4 runs written all over it. That was a fan code 4 moment to end the over. Score stand at 149 for 1.
Middle? Yeah, that's middle. Leg. That's leg. Play on that.
That's phase by phase scoreboard for you. 48 runs in the first 6, 7 to 15. They got to 100 and lost 1 wicket. That was the phase that has changed the complexion of the game here.
Yes,
Ronak Panoli on strike.
Go DP.
149, going at almost 10 runs and over. This is still a very good score on board. And 5 more overs to go as Dhruv Parashar comes in to bowl for the first time. Trying to cut it away, not getting bat on it.
Well, this is certainly going to be a challenge for this youngster, Dhruv Parashar. He's been introduced into the 16th over, last 5 overs. And I'm not too sure about his decision. Short delivery, wide, a lot of width offered. Not getting his directions right is Dhruv.
Yeah, trying to keep it away from the batter, but that's not the way to do it. I don't like spinners coming in and trying to bowl those quicker deliveries. This is up in the air again. Has he got hold of it? No, he hasn't. It's gone to hand and another wicket down. That's the story of the game. One wicket falls and then another one follows. Ronak Panoli and his bat form continues. Second wicket down with score on exactly 150.
The plan to introduce a spinner in the 16th over has certainly worked in their favour. Ronak Panoli trying to go for a big hit in the end. Couldn't really time it. And Dhruv getting an important wicket at an important phase of this game. Clean catch once again to bring the departure of this man. Ronak Panoli, struggling innings, will have to go back after scoring 149 for 2.
Yes, UV.
New batter, Rahul Chopra. He goes big. Has he connected? Well, no. That's back-to-back wickets on back-to-back deliveries. Dhruv Parashar on fire.
Well, what a turn around to this game. Back-to-back wickets. And the decision has certainly paid off. Dhruv picking 2 wickets, and that too of 2 very good batters. First, Ronak Panoli, and to follow his partner. Well, look at that tremendous catch. Getting the basics right and getting another important wicket. So a comeback, I would say, by Team Desert Vipers development. Rahul Chopra, not disturbing the scorers, will have to go for a not. 150 for 3.
Rais Ahmed now coming out to bat. They've got a lot of batting to come yet still. And Dhruv Parashar has been the shining star in this over. Just like his name, Dhruv, the brightest star of them all. And he's going to be on a hat-trick here. Poor shot from Rahul Chopra first up. He thought it was in the slot, went about it, and just found the fielder. And they've pulled back the floor of runs just a little bit here with those 2 wickets. 3 quick wickets coming in. And the hat-trick ball goes. Oh, that should have been a run there. Hamdan says no. What an over this is turning out to be. Just 2 runs, in fact, 2 wickets in this over without a run. Brilliant. Last ball to go. Can this be a maiden double wicket? Or just 1 run, maybe 2. And I think easy 2. That will end the over with a score on 151 for 3 after 16.
Nicely bowled once again, onto the money, but he's found the gap, bisected beautifully, and that has gone towards the boundary in no time.
Well, I thought, and the scoreboard said, that that was the last ball of the over that went for a couple of runs, but clearly not. Maybe, I don't know, but what a shot. Rais is very good there. He finds the gap to perfection and hits it for a fan code 4 to end the over. With 6 runs and 2 wickets from it, 156 for 3. 3 quick wickets coming in for the Desert Vipers development side. But that hasn't really stopped the flow of runs. A very good over the last one. Dhruv Parashar giving 7 runs and picking up 2 wickets in that over. 156 for 3 after 16. They're going at 9.8 runs per over. And with that rate, they can easily get to 198. And again, goes big. Has he connected? Yes, he has. What a shot. Throwing his hands at the ball, getting the contact right, and getting it for a maximum here, Hamdan.
Well, this was an unbelievable shot by Hamdan Tahir. He's middling the ball brilliantly, came down the track and has played an inside-out shot. Mind you, it's a very tough shot to execute, and he's done exceptionally well.
So the thunder from the Thunderbolts continue here. They played really, really well. But frankly, this wicket is looking like a different wicket altogether. The ball is coming onto the bat. Maybe it's the night time because of which this is happening. Khuzaima, expensive in the first spell, expensive on the first ball of the second spell. Bowls a dot right after.
What we saw initially in the first couple of overs, there was some initial movement when Wasim Akram was in operation. But after that, there's no swing, there's no movement, there's no spin from the spinners. So it's an absolute belter of a track.
Swing and a miss. As I was saying, this is a wicket that has a green tinge on it. With that, what happens is that the ball skids onto the bat. It comes on easily onto the bat. And with some dew around, just a little bit, it's not very heavy. With some dew around and settling on that grass, it becomes easier for the batters to hit those deliveries through the line, even across the line sometimes. And I think possibly that is the reason that we see this wicket behaving really well. Nicely bowled. Very well bowled. Directed, and he was a goner there.
Yeah, he had given up Hamdan Tahir. He wasn't in the picture at all. It was a good pick up and throw. And this could have been a huge moment in the game. Rais Ahmed relatively new at the crease and another new batter joining in. It's not going to be easy to come in at the wicket and straight away looking for those boundaries and maximums.
I'm very, very impressed with the way Hamdan Tahir has played today. Yes, Luqman played a gem of a knock. But Luqman needed a Robin to his Batman. And he certainly has been the Robin here, Hamdan. And now he's taking the mantle of that Batman and trying to finish the game for his team.
Nicely bowled, onto the stumps, a little slower. That is the right way to go about it. Need to get those variations going under your favour, Khuzaima. Well, it's been a little expensive today. Very unlike Khuzaima Tanvir. Usually we see him picking up early wickets. Comes in usually balls with the new ball as well. Has been given a different role, and so far he's been a little wayward, I would say, Faizan.
Still decent over coming in from Khuzaima. He got hit for a 6 on the first ball. And then in the remaining 4 deliveries, he's given away just 2 runs. Last ball of the over coming in from him. This is played down the ground. That's going to be only a single. So 17 gone. It's 165 for 3. Last 18 legal deliveries remaining in this innings. Hamdan Tahir still going strong, 70 of 49 deliveries. Rais Ahmed has shown his intent also. 7 runs of 4 balls, 1-4 to his name. And all the bowlers have taken some stick here, minus Dhruv Parashar. who's picked up 2 wickets, and he's out of the attack. He was brought in for that 1 over, and Shahbaz Ali comes in to bowl here. Outside the off stump, nicely played behind point. There's a fielder there. So the idea is to bowl outside the off stump to Hamdan Tahir to open that area behind point. And a fielder there in that position. I think that's a good ploy for Hamdan.
Yeah, they've missed a trick or two. The 18th over, Shahbaz Ali has realized that he needs to bowl in the offside channel, just back to the offside field and just constantly bowl towards that offside channel. And I think that is the right way to go about singles at the moment. I think it's not going to be a problem for Desert Vipers development. What they need to ensure is to restrict them with those boundaries and maximums.
Rais on strike. Nicely bowled again. Almost a Yorker there. He's played it well. Straight to the fielder. Only a single. Good start to the over for Shahbaz.
Well, from now onwards, ILT20 Thunderbolts, the first objective for them has to be to reaching the 200 mark and not try to hit every ball for a maximum. Just wait for the loose deliveries. And there's still Umair Ali Khan in the dugout, and I won't be surprised him walking in next.
Now that might happen. He's also the captain of the side. And again, outside. Oh, given wide by the umpire. Well, Hamdan was moving towards the line of the ball. And that has been given wide. I'm a little perplexed here. Should not have been a wide.
Well, I completely echo with what you're saying, Faizan. He did shuffle across the stumps, and seeing that, Shahbaz just fired in that offside channel, and that was the reason Shahbaz didn't look very pleased with the decision of the umpire.
This time played down the ground once again. Still a very good over coming in from Shahbaz. He hasn't given anything away. Just 4 runs, 1 off a wide. So 3 runs off the bat. Still 3 balls to go in this over. And this is already the highest score at the DP World ILT20 Development Season 2. Into the 3rd day. This is the 6th match. Up until now, the high score was 165. Played well. Manufactured a shot and gets the maximum result out of it.
Yeah, that is a cheeky shot coming in from Rais Ahmed. He loves to play these paddle shots, and he's done it to perfection, using the pace of Shahbaz, going too full, trying to target the stumps, and Rais, when he was ready, got into an excellent position, and that has travelled for a maximum. What a hit.
Wonderful. It's always great to see Rais when he gets going. It's so pleasing. Gets the connections right. He has innovated well in the recent past. He plays that shot really well, the ramp shot. He can cut the ball away. He can hit you down the ground. He has all the shots in the book. And this is a new role for Rais Ahmed. He's opened the innings most of the times. Coming in at number 5 as a match finisher can be a very difficult thing for a lot of batters to adjust coming in from the top of the order.
Yeah, but you have to fill up the shoes, Faizan. It is a big stage, and whatever number you're asked to bat, you need to just take up the responsibility on your shoulders. And I think Rais is doing a good job as of now. 15 in 7 deliveries, still 13 more deliveries to go. So stage is set for him.
A good cameo coming in from him. Hamdan on strike. It has to be outside off. It is outside off. He's ballooned it through extra. And they are going to run hard and get there for a 2. That will end the over. Another decent over coming in here for the Thunderbolts. It's 18 overs gone. They are going at almost 10 runs in over. 178 for 3. So Luqman Faisal is the leading run getter in this tournament with 85 runs. Still early days, but Hamdan Tahir is coming up. 78 runs is what he has scored till now. Just 4 more runs to get to number 2. And just 8 more runs to get to number 1. He still has time. 12 deliveries remaining in this innings to fold. Rais Ahmed is going to be on strike, and in comes Khuzaima once again. That's played down the ground for a single. That'll bring Hamdan on strike. What a knock this has been from Hamdan Tahir. He's made sure he was going at more than run a ball throughout the innings. Even when Luqman was hitting it all around the park, he made sure he was rotating the strike, getting the set batter more on strike. That has been a very mature and very sensible innings from Hamdan Tahir.
Absolutely. Just waited for his bad deliveries, played according to the merit of the deliveries, and he's already in 74. Just 26 runs away.
Oh, swing and a miss. Slow ball. And I think he was into the shot too early, and that's why he had to go across the line on that shot, because he was into the shot a little too early.
Well, this is what's been missing in the bowling department tonight from Desert Vipers. There you go, variation coming in, back of the hand, has completely deceived Hamdan Tahir.
If you bowl well in the right areas, you can even flummox a batter who's batting on 74 of just 53 deliveries. He's been batting from ball 1. Full toss, flicked away. Nicely timed, could not find the gap. Single again.
Yeah, the intention was right for Khuzaima. He's trying to go for the block hole delivery. In the end, just converted into a juicy full toss. And I think Hamdan Tahir missed out an opportunity. It's one of his favourite shots when he likes to flick away towards the leg side. It was in his arc. But he wouldn't mind giving strike to Rais Ahmed, who's looking quite dangerous in the middle since he's walked in.
Oh, swing and a miss. This was in the slot, and I think Rais was trying to hit it too hard.
Yeah, certainly has missed out to an opportunity. There was a lot of width provided, but I think he just wanted to play a premeditated shot, trying to hit it towards the long on straight. Might as well just waited for the delivery and play towards the cover region, which is the shorter part of this ground. Quite over though by Khuzaima. He's doing a good job. And mind you, this is the penultimate over, so 20 more runs to be reaching that 200 mark.
I think you got some bat on that. That would have been a great take had he taken it. Abdullah Kayani sliding when it was not required, frankly. The umpires will have to check for that. 2 runs taken though.
And I think this is going to be very close. Yeah, certainly has got some bat on it. He's jogging towards the ball. This is going to be interesting, but I think the umpire has signaled that that is not a boundary. Let's have a quick look at this one. Yeah, I think he's done well.
This is up in the air, and it's going to be an easy take. Taken, a good cameo from Rais Ahmed comes to an end, and Khuzaima finally has a wicket on the last ball of the over.
Yeah, trying to slog this one out of the park, but in the end, the bat just curved, and Khuzaima Tanveer finally getting some redemption. It was up in the air, and the fielder has taken a very safe catch, easy catch. And that is the 4th wicket down now, so I would say it's a good comeback by Desert Vipers development. Rais Ahmed has to go back after scoring 18 in 11 deliveries, 182 for 4.
The signal from the umpire that you just saw is the penalty, because they've taken a lot of time to finish the innings. So that penalty given by the umpire there. So they cannot have 4 fielders on the boundary ropes now. There would only be 3. As Shehbaz comes in to bowl the final 6 deliveries. Hamdan on strike, goes big. He has connected that one pretty well, I think. Yes, he has. That's going to be another maximum here. And Hamdan Tahir now is tied as the top scorer in this tournament till now.
What a start here. The first delivery, half volley. Hamdan Tahir was already batting brilliantly and is not going to miss out on these. He simply smashed this out of the park. So 6 runs already on the very first delivery and pressure back on Shahbaz.
5 more balls to go. Can they get to that 200? That will be a psychological advantage for them. Swing and a miss. Nicely bowled. Almost a yorker there. Well done.
Yeah, that was a good comeback delivery. A very difficult ball to execute. Mind you need a lot of practice to be bowling these kind of deliveries consistently. And look at that. Perfect delivery. You can't really get underneath the ball. Excellent.
I think that's a good line to bowl to Hamdan. The only problem is the short third is inside the circle. A slight edge and that can run away for a boundary. He'll have to be very careful there, Shehbaz. And again, nicely bowled. Very nicely bowled. It was a similar delivery that was given a wide in the last over that he bowled.
Yeah, I think the umpire has got it right on this occasion. Shahbaz, he saw the batter covering all the stumps, moved way too early, and that is the reason Shahbaz went a little wider. And a dot delivery.
Yeah, it is a very good idea to bowl Hamdan outside the off stump because he likes the ball to come into the stump so that he can go mid-wicket and long on, which is his strong area when he's looking to hit the ball. He's on 81 of 57 deliveries. 3 more balls to go. Yorker again, nicely bowled again. Only a single.
Well, this is a great comeback by Shahbaz. He was pumped for a maximum on the very first delivery. But the next 3 deliveries, I would say, have been really spot on. He's finding his length, he's finding his line, and he's keeping a batter who's on 82 quiet. So job well done, Shahbaz.
Abdul Ghaffar is a huge hitter of the ball. Can he maximize these 2 remaining deliveries? He played well in the last match. He was going all guns blazing towards the end of the match. It was unfortunate that he could not win it for his side. Nicely bowled again into the block hole. He's hit that hard. Straight to the fielder they're running to. They will get to. Or not. Ghaffar was slow off the blocks and he's run out.
Yeah, it seems like a casual approach coming in by Abdul Ghaffar, and it's going to be a close call. A good pickup and a bullet of an arm. Excellent throw. And we'll have a look at this, and I think he's struggling. He's way too short. Yeah, he's given up. And Abdul Ghaffar will have to go back to the dugout after scoring just 1.
I think he was on the back foot there, and that is why he could not complete the first one quickly. But Hamdan kept calling him. That'll take the score to 190 for the loss of 5 now. Just 1 more ball to go in this innings. Captain Umair Ali Khan comes out to bat for the last ball of the innings. He can hit those big ones as well, and he has played against and with Shehbaz a lot of times in the domestic tournaments across the UAE. Final ball. Gets deep, cuts it away, hits it to the boundary to finish things off in style for the Thunderbolts.
Well, that is a cracker of a shot, and quite surprisingly, Umair Ali Khan coming so late down the order, and that is a fan code 4 moment. It was there to be hit. He had ample of time, short delivery, and look at that slash, beautifully played into the vacant region. 1 bounce, couple of bounces into the fence.
Yeah, not a good ball to finish the innings for Shehbaz. What a good total. The highest total at this season of the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. It was 165 yesterday. The same time yesterday, the first innings score was 165, which was the highest score in the tournament till now. But they've done really well to get to 194. Luqman Faisal, Hamdan Tahir, partnership of 144 for them. 71 for Luqman of just 44. Hamdan not out, 82 of 58. Ronak Panoli, his poor form continues. Just one. Rahul Chopra, 0 of 1. 2 wickets fell in 2 balls. Rais Ahmed played a good little cameo, 18 of 11. So did Umair. 1 ball phased and 4 runs scored. Look at that partnership up front. We've talked about it so many times in this tournament that we haven't seen partnerships. In the last game, if we talk about the last match that happened today, the highest partnership was 27. This is how important partnerships are. 143 of just 87 deliveries, and that set the tone for this game. Rais Ahmed and Hamdan Tahir did well as well towards the back end of the innings, getting 33 of just 20 deliveries. That's the bowling card for you. Danish Qureshi just bowled 2 overs, and I'm surprised at that. Giving away 15 runs. Wasim Akram, 4 overs, 33 runs, bowled well. Picked up a wicket. The first wicket that was out was courtesy Wasim Akram. Khuzaima, 1 for 30. Kayani, none for 30. Basil, none for 25 in 2. Shehbaz, none for 48 in 4. And Dhruv Parashar with that just 1 over. Picking up 2 wickets and giving away 7 runs. That's phase by phase scoring. 1 to 6 overs. They were going at only 8 runs an over. But next phase 7 to 15, they scored exactly 100 runs. And 16 to 20, they could score 45 runs for the loss of 4 wickets in those last 4 overs. I think it was a more than decent effort coming in from Hamdan Tahir and Luqman Faisal to get the total to 194. They were shy of 200 by just 6 runs. But I think they'll take it with both hands. ILT20 Thunderbolts. So this is going to be a record chase to win this game here for the Desert Vipers development team. 195 to get in their allotted 20 overs. That's top 10 run scorers in the tournament till now. Hamdan Tahir tops the charts for Thunderbolts. Second, Luqman Faisal, Thunderbolts. 86 and 85 runs respectively. Junaid Afridi has played well in 2 games. 81 runs for Capitals. Vidya Arvind, 77 not out yesterday, and he was very good as well, and the remaining batters would like to catch up with them. Vipers need 195 in 12 in their allotted 20 overs. Shoaib Ahmed is on the sidelines to talk to one of the players from Thunderbolts. Let's take you there.
Thank you, Faizan. I'm with the stylish, elegant, left-handed batter of the team that has done wonderfully well in the first innings, the ILT Thunderbolts superstar. I've been joined by Hamdan Tahir. Hamdan, tell us and describe a bit your innings and how you approached tonight, because it was a brilliant knock to witness.
I mean, first of all, thanks to Almighty Allah. That's a big event, ILT development. Thanks to the management of Thunderbolt that they've picked me. Honestly, few of my seniors told me that this wicket is a bit different from Ajman and Sharjah. So they told me that your role is that you have to bat 20 overs, let the other batsmen bat around you. You just have to stay, and I mean, it helped me. Just to mention Rahul Chopra, he told me don't play the ball early in ICC, just wait for the ball, let it come. And that was in my mind whenever I was batting and whenever I was facing the ball, that you gotta wait for the ball.
82 runs on a wicket that is a bit challenging for the batters. How do you rate this innings personally?
I mean, of course it was difficult. The condition was difficult. We played last few games over here and it was not this humid. It was really humid today. And I was batting with Luqman Faisal. You know how well he runs between the wickets, so I had to run with him. So it was difficult. I mean, this 80 would be more than 100 for me.
180 plus on the board. How comfortable is your side now defending this total in the second innings?
I mean, looking at our team, we've got one more fast bowler. Jawadullah is back in the team today. So our bowling is a bit strong today comparatively to the last game. We restricted them in 160 without Jawadullah and Junaid Bhai. Unfortunately, Junaid Bhai is not playing today, but we've got Jawadullah back in the team and we're hopeful that we're going to restrict this total easily.
Well, thank you for the chat and all the best for the game.
Thank you.
That was Hamdan Tahir giving us his insights about the innings. Brilliant knock. Time for us to go back to our comms.
Thank you so much, Shoaib. Yeah, brilliant. Well done, Hamdan Tahir. He said that he was trying to play the ball late, and I think he did fabulously well in this innings. Match number 6 at the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. The news from the middle is Vipers, when they come back, they'll have to get 119.5 to win this game. When they get there, it'll take some doing, I can tell you that. We'll wait and come back after a short little break.
Get up and keep on moving. Get up and hit that shot. Get up, don't stop the music.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second innings of the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. Thunderbolts ILT20 team taking on Desert Vipers Development team. Thunderbolts getting off to a fabulous start in the first innings, 194 for 5 in their 20 overs. Some brilliance from Hamdan Tahir, unbeaten 82, and Luqman Faisal getting to his half century as well. Late surge of runs coming in from the captain as well. This is match number 6 of the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament, live from ICC Academy Oval 2 in Dubai, UAE. Perfect conditions for a game of cricket. There's a nice conditions these. The players enjoying themselves. The ball was coming onto the bat. Top 10 wicket takers of the tournament so far. Uzair Khan leading the roost with 8 wickets. And the rest of the boys also picking up wickets. We've seen some excellent fast bowling. Top 5 in that chart were fast bowlers. Now that the ILT20 Thunderbolts have done so well, they would want to continue this good form with the ball as well. We can see Umair Ali Khan talking to his players and getting the plans right for defending those 195 runs. They've got some brilliant bowlers in Hazrat Luqman, Abdul Ghaffar and the others. The two umpires have made their way to the middle. Now the batters also making way to the middle. Tanisuri, alongside him, it's going to be Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Tanish was impressive in the previous game. Got to over 40 runs in that innings. Has been in good form. Now the Desert Vipers development team would need 195 runs in their 20 overs. We can see Jawadullah Khan as well in the background. Hasn't featured in the tournament so far. Looks like he's going to bowl today. Simranjeet Singh was impressive, mighty impressive with the ball. He was very miserly. Gave away just 11 or 12 runs in his 4 overs and picked up a wicket as well. And straight away I think it's going to be Mohammad Jawadullah to start proceedings for the ILT20 Thunderbolts team. Tanish Suri is going to take strike. They are getting the field right now. Only 2 fielders will be allowed outside the 30-yard circle in these first 6 overs, the power play overs. My name is Mohammad Rashid, and joining me in the comment box today to discuss a lot about this game is Shoaib Ahmed. Good evening, Shoaib.
Good evening, Rashid. Quite a few firsts in this game tonight. The highest score of the DP World ILT20 development posted by the Thunderbolts, the ILT20 Thunderbolts, and also the highest individual score coming from Hamdan Tahir, 82, and was there till the end.
Highest first wicket partnership as well. Highest total, just like you mentioned. And a lot of firsts. Opportunity now for Tanish Suri to get going, give a good start to his team. He's already gotten 42 runs in his first innings. Alongside him, it's Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. And with the ball, just 1 run for Lovepreet so far in this tournament. Jawadullah will start proceedings from the far end. Starts off with a good delivery. He is a very difficult bowler to face. Not very easy, especially early on when the ball is moving in the air. If you're a right-hander, you have to be very careful. Can't allow any gap between bat and pad. He's taken a lot of wickets. Catching the batters in front of the wicket, either LBW or sneaking through that gap between bat and pad and bowling them out.
Catches the call, and Rais at short third has lost sight as the ball goes over his head for the first boundary of this second innings.
Not convincing, but Tanish will take it. They need a lot of those runs. That's the first fan code 4 of this innings. But I think even had he sighted the ball, it was still over him. So first runs on the board for the Desert Vipers development team and for Tanish Suri. He's gotten a boundary, a lucky boundary. But he should continue the same way. One of these batters need to bat out.
Gets the inside edge of the bat, Tanish. That's a much better ball from Jawadullah. Just close to the stumps and brings that ball into the right-hander. Jawadullah, he's got his own journey and a success story from humble beginnings to where he is a regular feature in the UAE senior side and one of the prime bowlers for UAE in all formats. This is in the air. There is a fielder who's going to watch the ball and gets his hand onto it, but is not able to hold on. Ryan, with that effort, he's managed to push that into the ropes, and it's going to be a 6 for Tanish Suri.
Well, talk about that shot from Tanish Suri. That kind of came out of nowhere. Shot arm jab there from Tanish Suri and timed it so well. Got the elevation and eventually got the distance as well. You're being too harsh on young Ryan. I think it was over him. The only thing he might have been able to do was push the ball back into the playing area and not wouldn't have been a 6. Meanwhile, a good comeback delivery from Jawadullah. He's coming back into the circuit after a very long time. He was injured and was out of practice as well, but this is his opportunity to get his form back as well. Jawadullah, he's been phenomenal in the last couple of years.
Yes, has been out of action for some time due to an injury, but looks like he's back on his peak form. Will be a dot ball. End of the first over. It's 10 for no loss.
Leg stick.
They've gotten 10 runs. That's what they require every over. Required run rate, a shade under 10. To share the new ball with Jawadullah, it's going to be Hazrat Luqman. Hazrat Luqman will come in to bowl the second over. Starts off with a good delivery, shaping away from Lovepreet Singh, who was very tentative with that front foot push.
Good bowling, buddy, good bowling.
Now this is a good opportunity for the young Lovepreet Singh to make a mark, make an impression. But there is also that scoreboard pressure on both these batters. I think Tanish has looked the part. Wants a quick single. Will get it. Simran not able to collect the ball in the first attempt, and they go through for a single. So he's off the mark, Lovepreet. Brings Tanish back on strike.
Well, he's a complete package, isn't he, Simranjit Singh? Good in the field. Electric, I'd say. Takes very good catches. Has been working on his batting as well. But he's superb with the ball. And if he can get you wickets, I think that is more than enough to have him in the team. Oh, good delivery, shaping away from Danish Suri. No slip in place from Hazal Luqman. I think he's that kind of a bowler who can get that away movement in any condition. So I'll always want to put a slip, especially when you have that big a total on the board.
Yes, and when you are bowling to somebody who's new to the crease, and with the new ball, you definitely would want a slip in place. There you go again. That away swinging delivery. Very watchful, Tanish. Again, one of those players, Rashid, who've played all their cricket in the UAE. Born here, raised here, age group cricket, UAE under 19, and then making it to the senior side. Just such a proud moment for all UAE cricket fans. When you get somebody so talented who's been homebred, and who's been raised here in the UAE, it is just a wonderful sight.
Absolutely. And he's improved so much as a cricketer in the last 1 year or so. I think it's been mighty impressive. A lot of credit should be given to his coaches and his mom and dad as well. They've been very supportive. His younger brother in the team as well. Oh, that's up in the air. There is a man there, but it will sail over his head. That was nicely timed by Danish Suri. And that's gone all the way for a maximum.
Well, what a shot. That is a testament to the talent of Danish Suri. Short and wide, and he cuts it so very well. Sends it packing over deep point for a maximum. Ends the over with a 6. 2 overs, 17 for no loss. Jawadullah to continue. First ball full. An appeal as well. Lovepreet completely missing that ball. Hits him on his pads, but that was pitched outside leg. And hence that decision from the umpire Nadeem Anjum.
Yeah, I think that might have just pitched outside leg and not a very strong appeal from Jawadullah. It was a polite inquiry from him. Not convincing at all. So once as a bowler you're not convinced, the umpire will definitely not give that out.
Inside half of the bat. Gets a single.
19 on the board. They haven't lost a wicket. That's a good sign for the Desert Vipers development team. We were talking about how Luqman Faisal and Hamdan Tahir took their time initially and went on to get a big total on the board. That's something that these two can do as well. And that will... oh, what a delivery. That's a Jaffa. Cut him into half. Very close to the off stump. What a delivery from Jawadullah.
Completely missed that line and that swing in the air. How did that miss? As you rightly pointed out, very close to those stumps and the bails. Excellent stuff from Jawadullah. Bowled a full delivery. Hit towards mid-on. That's the ball again that hit him on the pads.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell much about that from that angle, but that's nicely played away from the fielder at backward point. Some work for Rais Ahmed in the deep. They'll pick up a couple of runs. And that's probably the first convincing shot coming in from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. He needs to play more of those and needs to make sure that he keeps rotating strike. Can't let that pressure get to Tanisuri at the other end, who's played well, 17 in 11 deliveries. One more delivery to go in this over. 174 more required. It was a short delivery. Played nicely. Once again, work for Rais, and he won't be able to cut that. Nice looking shot from Lovepreet Singh to end the over with the boundary.
I just played it late, played it in the gap, and Rais, although he did put in the dive, just couldn't get there. 3 overs, 25 for no loss. Played towards the mid-on. Hazrat Luqman bowling his second over. Another excellent cricketer, Rahul Chopra, was on your screens. Short ball, cut away. That's very well done by Tanisuri. Slashes it for a 6.
Well, he's got a lot of runs in that region. Tanisuri, using the pace of the bowler, was in the air when he played that shot and got a lot of bat onto that, and I went for a maximum. He's raced on to 23 of just 13 deliveries, Tanisuri. He's playing a blinder here, giving them the start that they were looking for. Pressure on Hazrat Luqman. Once again, nicely played, sensibly played. Away from the fielder to pick up a single and get to the other end.
Good bowling, look out, good bowling, look at.
Just making sure that he doesn't give away his wicket. Now he's got a good start, Tanisuri. Want to capitalize on it. Needs to play long and score a big total here for himself and for Desert Vipers development team as well. Oh, another peach. And Lovepreet seems to be struggling a bit here. He needs to break the shackles and just play his natural game. I think he's just being a little overwhelmed by the situation.
Yeah, I think he's just looking a little overcautious. And at the start of his innings, we know Lovepreet Singh Bajwa doesn't have too much feet movement. That is also going against him with the ball swinging in the air. But take nothing away from Hazrat Luqman. He's been bowling well. Slightly short and nicely punched over the cover fielder. Gets himself a boundary. Very good shot this from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa.
This will get him a lot of confidence, that shot. It was a pressure release shot from Lovepreet. He was feeling the heat, but this will give him some confidence and will calm the nerves. A very good shot indeed from Lovepreet Bajwa. Played it front of square. Didn't try to cut it, but play it with the middle of the bat. And he's done well to get 4 runs. Now opens the face of the bat, but straight to Simran. I think it just fell in front of him, or was it a catch dropped? From the reactions, it looks like Simran has dropped that.
But yeah, he's a very good fielder. We were talking about how good he is, but with the reactions he's showing, I think that might have just carried to him. Yes, it did carry to him. Oh, he closed his hands a little too early there. Probably wanted to celebrate before catching it. An opportunity given to Lovepreet Singh. End of the over. 4 overs completed, 36 for no loss. Abdul Ghaffar, the new bowler, coming in from the far end. 4 overs completed, 36 for no loss. Oh, this is a good shot, up in the air opportunity. There is a fielder and will take it. Jawadullah in the deep picks up that catch, and the opening stand has been broken.
Well, that is the brilliance of Abdul Ghaffar. He's got that extra bounce, extra pace. And that has undone Tanisuri. Was surprised with that bounce and couldn't get it from the middle of the bat. Did go for it. And Jawadullah was waiting for it there. Completes the catch. First wicket down. Tanisuri's entertaining knock comes to an end. 24 of 15 deliveries for him. It's 36 for 1.
Let's take.
159 runs required, 95 deliveries to get to those. 9 wickets in hand. Opening partnership broken here by Abdul Ghaffar. Good bowling. Short pitch delivery towards, forcing him to play towards the longer part of the ground. Taimur Ali, the new man. Oh, what a start to start. What a shot to start that innings from Taimur Ali. That was a shot and a half. Not a good delivery, but first up, it's not very easy to play those kind of shots.
Elegance personified by Taimur Ali. Just look at that shot, leaning into that drive. Absolute control and perfection from Taimur Ali. Pierces that gap for 4. Wonderful start for him. Oh, very well done from Simranjeet. Puts in the dive this time. Will be a single, but I think that's a job well done from Simranjeet at point.
Indeed, very good effort. Full stretch dive from Simranjeet, saving a few runs for the team. Once again, a nicely timed shot. There was an awkward bounce as well, but he still made sure that he was committed to that dive and stopped it nicely. But good batting this from Taimur. He's not trying to hit them, just waiting for them and timing them nicely. That's a very good shot off the back foot. Rahul Chopra is brilliant in the outfield. Has certainly saved a couple of runs. And very good captaincy this from Umair Ali Khan. He had Rais Ahmed in that region previously and has changed him with one of his best fielders.
Very nicely done by Taimur to start off with. Good cricket overall. In fact, it was Lovepreet with that effort, with that shot, and Rahul Chopra with the effort. Well, now takes the top edge, flies over the keeper, and it's gone all the way for a 6.
Well, how quick are they bowling? All the top edges have gone for maximums. Slightly too short there from Abdul Ghaffar. Lovepreet wanted to pull that. Didn't get it from the middle, but the result is in their favour. Half a dozen runs. They've raced on to 49 in just 4.5 overs.
Well, Rashid, I'll tell you, this is a very different wicket to what we've seen in the last 2 games. It's a much better wicket when it comes to batting. There is no two-paced deliveries that we've seen. It's coming onto the bat nicely. And those shots in that offside region are a signal that the ball is coming onto the bat. 5 overs, they're scoring at 10 and over. It's 50 for 1. So 5 overs, you can see that there have been hit for a few boundaries and sixes, 6 fours, 4 sixes and 4 fours in that 50. And 15 dot balls as well. So overall, I think it's not a bad start for Desert Vipers development team. They need 10 and over. They're almost scoring at 10 and over. It's going to be the captain who's come in to bowl the last over of the power play. It's Umair Ali Khan.
Yeah, this is a very important over. Oh, what a good shot this from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. First delivery, a half tracker from Umair, and Lovepreet has gone downtown with a bull shot.
Yeah, it is very unorthodox. You don't see that, but with that pace and bounce from Umair Ali Khan, I think that shot was warranted, and Lovepreet has done exceedingly well to hit that cleanly all the way towards the side screen. He's growing in confidence and he's getting even more fluent with every passing over. That's not good news for Thunderbolts. The ILT20 Thunderbolts, they'll need a wicket now, and who better than the captain? He'll have to come back and come back strong in this over.
Oh yes, these are dangerous signs when Lovepreet plays those kind of shots down the ground. Or gets it over the field this time, behind the stumps, and earns himself back-to-back sixes.
It's not great bowling from Umair Ali Khan. 2 deliveries short and wide, and at that pace, you are asking for trouble. Lovepreet goes for it yet again and gets the maximum result. This is not the same wicket that they bowled for the last 2 games. This is a much better wicket. They need to keep their lines straight, fuller and on the stumps.
Yeah, certainly looks a lot more easier to bat on. We saw in the first innings as well, but you still need to get your eye in. More sixes hit by Junaid Afridi. 6 sixes by Junaid Afridi. Lukman Faisal closely behind on 5, and a lot of others at 4 sixes. But Lovepreet would want to see his name there as well. He's already hit a couple in this very inning, in the last 2 deliveries. That's a better delivery from Umair and sensibly played by Lovepreet. Now you're right when you say that this wicket is offering some resilience to the bowlers. They'll have to do something differently here. They can't rely on the short pitch deliveries because it's not double paced as you mentioned before. This is chipped in the air. Opportunity and taken. Against the run of play, Lovepreet chips one in the air and a good catch taken by Lukman.
Well, Umair Ali Khan, he's known for taking wickets. He's the man with the golden arm, with the titanium arm, I would say. Redeems himself, just a chip, and finds the fielder at mid-off. Was in 2 minds, Lovepreet Singh, and after hitting a few good-looking shots, he's back on his way towards the dugout. 32 of 17 for Lovepreet Singh. It's 62 for 2.
Basil Hamid comes in at number 4. Hasn't had a very good tournament with the bat so far. This is the second game, yes, but didn't score any runs in the first game. Came in at number 3. Changed his position today, coming in at number 4. But I think this has been a good start for the Desert Vipers development team. Good knocks coming in from Lovepreet Singh Bajwa and Tanish Suri. They got out at the wrong time. Good delivery this from Umair Ali Khan. But yes, now that the platform has been set, they can afford to take a few deliveries to get settled down. Then let's have a look at that last wicket before that.
Just played it in an awkward position, I feel, Lovepreet. And more than anything, it was the frame of mind. He wanted to just take a single after hitting those sixes. And sometimes it can be harmful for you. Umair Ali Khan with the celebration, with those dance moves. Well, he definitely will enjoy that wicket after being hit for a couple of sixes.
That was smart captaincy once again. He moved that fielder. Nicely cut straight into the hands of the fielder. Is it? Has he dropped it? I think he's dropped it. Jawadullah has dropped Basil Hamid.
Well, in that same region, 2 catches have been dropped. First Simranjeet and now this time Jawadullah. No, just falling short. Yeah, just could have... Well, that is... I wouldn't say it's a dropped catch, but I think it's a missed chance of getting a wicket. 6 overs done, power play overs done. There's the signal to confirm that. It's 62 for 2. So that's the power play comparison then. 62 for the Desert Vipers development team. So they are ahead in terms of those runs, but they've lost 2 wickets. On the other hand, ILT20 Thunderbolts, they were on 48, but they did not lose a wicket for a long time in the first innings.
Abdul Ghaffar to continue. Starts off with a good delivery. I was mighty impressed with Umair Ali Khan's captaincy. First, that move to change Rais Ahmed in the deep, bring in Rahul Chopra in that region. Then the wicket he took of Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Before that delivery, he changed the field, got mid-off in the circle and dropped the third onto the boundary rope, and Lukman took that catch. But not very impressed with how he's placed his fielders in terms of that point region. Jawadullah is a fast bowler, can't be there. That was an opportunity. Better fielder, somebody like Simranjeet, although he's dropped a catch, but he's a superb fielder. Get your best fielders in the right place. It could have been another golden duck for Basil Hamid, but not the case. Now, I still feel a better fielder. Not that Jawad is not a good fielder, but he's not a fielder for the point position.
Yes, you're right. And it's all about practicing to be in that region. There are fielders who are point specialists, gully specialists, slip specialists as well. This one's been chipped in the air. Simranjeet is a fielding specialist. You can place him anywhere and everywhere. But you are right. You need to have certain fielders and they need to be given that certain role in the field.
So imagine your fast bowler in that point position and there is a very quick slash towards him and he gets hurt on his finger. He's not used to that position, so you lose out on an asset as well. Which is why I think that is something that Umair needs to look at. Low full toss, nicely played. That's drilled towards extra cover. Nobody's going to stop that. That'll be a boundary. Fan code 4 for Basil Hamid to start his innings.
Abdul Ghaffar with that slower delivery, just overcompensating. It was a full toss, a juicy full toss, and with the covers so close, it was always going to be 4 runs once he misses it. So not a lot of reaction time for the fielder who's at covers. Basil Hamid will breathe a huge sigh of relief after hitting that 4 because it was almost a second duck for him. Now he can focus with that out of the equation. Drills it again, places it in the gap again, and the result is a 4 again. Fan code 4, consecutive 4s for Basil Hamid.
Well, that's a magnificent shot. One of the shots of the night. It was pitched up to him, but he had to find the gap. The fielder was pushed back, like you mentioned previously. He was up on the single before, but now with him pushed back, he had enough time to get to it, but it was still placed and timed so well. Earned Basil his second fan code 4.
Now, this could be the third. This is off the pads and will trickle away towards the fine leg fence for a hat-trick of boundaries for Basil Hamid.
Yeah, not very good bowling from Abdul Ghaffar on the pads. As soon as it took anything on the way, it would have always gone down to the boundary to end the over with 4 runs. 7 completed, 75 for 2. (75-2) after 7. And they've gone to Simranjeet Singh, who was very miserly in that first game. Didn't give away too many runs. Was almost unplayable. They tried everything against him. Sweet shots. They tried to come down the track. But his lengths were impeccable.
Yes, and it will be interesting to see how he bowls on this wicket. Because this is not the similar wicket that he bowled on in the previous game. This is more flatter. It doesn't have too much turn in it. So we'll have to change or mend his ways when it comes to bowling on a wicket like this.
Well, and straight away, the 2 deliveries he's bowled them quicker and flatter. Previously, he was looping the ball in the air, giving it a lot of flight. He hasn't done that so far. So we will not be able to see if there was spin. That's another good delivery. I think he's very consistent with his line and length, which is why he's been so successful. Good running, excellent running between the wickets. Earns himself 2 runs.
A little defensive field setting for Simranjeet. They've taken 2 because there was a big gap on offer. They need to plug that gap. Start the over with a short mid-wicket. Bowl a few deliveries. And then, if they've not conceded a boundary, they can push him back to save the last couple of deliveries. I think this is a little defensive from Umar Ali Khan, and he's missing a trick here.
But I think so far he's been bringing the ball into the right-hander. He hasn't turned one away from him. They've got 2 fielders on the offside, a short third and a point. He can afford to take out that short third fielder. Force them to play the cut shot. And in doing so, with the ball coming into the right-hander, he might be able to pick up a wicket. And if they're playing it to the onside, obviously they cut down on the single as well.
This time he gets the turn and a quick single taken. Simranjeet mixing it up nicely. Aftab behind the stumps. This time there was some turn, gets the thick edge and good pick up and throw from Lukman. And Aftab should have come around and behind the stumps to collect that ball and not stand in front of it.
He didn't have enough time. That was very quick. Good bowling, excellent bowling from Simranjeet. Brilliant over, just 6 runs coming off his first over. 8 overs completed, 81 for 2.
Right, come over.
81 for 2 after 8. Good partnership between Taimur Ali and Basil Hamid. They must make sure that they continue at least for the next 5 or 6 overs, and they must continue by scoring quick runs. There's been a change in the wicket-keeper for the ILT20 Thunderbolts. Hamdan Tahir will be keeping wickets. Aftab Alam has been relieved of those duties. Simranjeet bowled a brilliant first over. Umar Ali Khan to continue this one. Nicely cut behind point. There is Rahul Chopra on the boundary row. Will only be a single. Now, as long as the ILT20 Thunderbolts don't give away boundaries, they'll be content with the singles coming in. On the other hand, for Desert Vipers development team, they need a boundary every over.
Yes, when you're chasing 195, the writing is on the wall. It's loud and clear. You have to keep going at it. You need to keep that run rate in check. You can't afford to have a few quiet overs because suddenly then, just over the fielder again. Race at short third. No chance for him as the ball just gets to the ropes in matter of seconds. Boundary for Taimur Ali.
Well, how productive has that region been for the Desert Vipers development team? Earning themselves another fan code 4. Well, they won't mind as long as the runs are coming in. They would want to get as many runs as possible from wherever possible.
Much better from needs to bowl it closer to the stumps. On this wicket, he needs to quickly learn that bowling short and wide is asking for trouble, especially when you've got a short third fielder inside the 30-yard circle. Even the edges, the miss hits are going to fly over the fielder. So there's always a risk involved. Keeping it closer to the stumps is a much better option.
Yeah, now he's made a change in the field. Long off has been brought into the circle as mid-off. Good delivery once again. But Taimur Ali was trying to be cheeky there, trying to run that down towards deep third. And you're right, he has to be very close or even on the body. And we've seen this wicket. You might be able to bowl a little fuller on this wicket and force the batters to go downtown. And in doing so, they can probably extract that fall shot.
Another single. The only reason I think why he's bowling in that region is because the boundary is bigger on the offside. So he's trying to keep it outside off so that the batters don't get underneath or try to hit it towards the shorter part of the boundary, which I think is not a bad option at all. It's a good plan, but for that he needs to then plug that gap as well, because one miss hit and they've got the boundary that they need in the over. You can see Ansh Tandon and their coach Khurram Khan, former UAE captain and cricketer. Single to end the 9th over. 88 for 2.
Well, we've got some brilliant games lined up for you. Day 4, that is tomorrow. It'll be Dubai Capital's development team taking on ILT20 Marvels at 5 o'clock local time. And another game lined up after that. Gulf Giants development team taking on the Desert Vipers development team. Simranjeet to continue. That's nicely bowled and good effort by Luqman Faisal. Oh, direct hit and would have been curtains there for Basil Hamid.
They never run on a misfield, they say. They did that, and you can see from behind the stumps, Hamdan Tahir was saying that had that been a direct hit, it would have been another wicket. Nicely bowled. Now they're going for the quick run. Good running. Just stealing a run from the opposition, Taimur and Basil. And no bowler likes that. But Simranjeet should be smart enough to understand that those singles are not going to hurt him as much as a boundary. So if he can bowl a boundary-less over, it is a successful over.
Indeed. Needs to just bowl the way he is. Oh, tries to bowl quicker down the leg side. Very lucky. That could have been the boundary they look for every over. Basil is a very good sweeper of the ball and he's missed out.
Good work by Hamdan Tahir as well behind the stumps. Never easy to collect those deliveries which go down the leg side, but he's collected it cleanly. He's having a good day, Hamdan. Backs out at the last moment, Basil. And Simranjeet is not pleased with that. Goes big and goes all the way. That's a clean hit from Basil Hamid. Will get a maximum.
Very good use of the feet. Comes down the track to the pitch of the delivery and nicely plays that. The key there, he took his time. He made sure that the ball was released and then came down the track. Didn't allow the bowler to pull his length back. Very good shot from Basil Hamid. Sensibly cuts that towards the sweeper. Gets a maximum. Picks up a single. Intelligent batting. That's what they need from their captain. He needs to put on a show here. Get them as close as possible. Keep that run rate in check.
Last ball of the over. What does Simranjeet do? They're looking for 2, Basil, but will not be able to get that. Only a single.
One shot of 100. Another delivery to go. He's given away 17 so far. with one more delivery to go. It's been an expensive over, this one from Simranjeet. Oh, that's a good delivery. A dot ball to end over number 10. They'll have to wait to get to their 100. 10 overs completed. 99 for 2. Change in the voices in the com box to take you through the next 10. It's going to be Faizan Khan alongside Wesley.
So at the halfway mark, they're almost at the halfway in terms of runs also. 99 for 2 after 10, 96 to get. Neck and neck here. 8 wickets in hand. Cut away, first one behind point. This is running away, and that's going to be another fan code 4. Brilliant shot coming in from Taimur Ali.
Well, this has come right off the meat of the bat. Simran is bowled it short here, and he had ample of time to rock back. Umair not getting the line right, providing a lot of width. He got into an excellent position, and it's a lightning quick outfield that went to the boundary in no time.
In the first innings of the match, there was a slight dew on the ground that has eased out just a little bit. 100 up with that shot. 103 for 2 now. They're looking good here. The Desert Vipers. Another single. Rahul Chopra will come into the act here.
Yeah, such a true wicket to bat on. It's coming onto the bat really nicely, and they're on with the chase. 91 is all required now in 58 deliveries. No real demons as of such in this wicket. And good to see a partnership being built up between Taimur Ali and Basil Hamid.
Yeah, I agree. This wicket is looking really good. And they're on the way to chase it down also. They keep on going. If the partnerships develop here, I have no doubts in my mind that Desert Vipers have the wares and the venom to get there.
Yeah, the idea is right here by the captain, Umair Ali Khan. He's getting those variations going in his favour, and that is the right approach, especially on this track. So you need to just vary your pace. You need to go with those slower ones, those cutters, those slower bounces. And so far he's been spot on.
And this partnership is doing really, really good on the flip end. 43 of just 30 deliveries. They've kept the scoring rate going. They've done all the hard work. They need to make sure that they keep going. At least one of them needs to be there till the end of the 20th. And I think Basil Hamid should take that responsibility, because he's batting on number 4 here in this tournament, but at the international level, he's been batting as a match finisher. So he should treat it the same way. Oh, that was a chance. Difficult, very difficult, but half a chance there. And that has gone down to another boundary, second of the over.
Yeah, this one is belted really hard. Umair going short, and it was more like a swat. And for a moment, I thought Umair might have got some hand onto it. And that has gone towards the boundary in no time.
Yeah, actually, there was no chance whatsoever for him to catch that. From the initial angle that we saw, it looked like that it was close to his hand. Closing the face of the bat just a little too early there. Another single to end the over. They've got 11 of the over. It's 110 for 2 after 11. They're going at exactly 10 runs and over here. Partnership is close to 50 now. Just 85 more required and 54 balls remaining. This is Desert Vipers' match to lose from here on. They've got 8 wickets in hand. A lot of batting to come. They need to make sure one of these two. I was talking about Basil Hamid when that boundary came in. Basil Hamid has been playing as a match finisher at the international level, so he should treat it in the same way and just keep going, and should look at closing out this game rather than trying to go for big shots too early. As another spinner comes into bowl, Awais Shah. He was very, very good in the last tournament that he just concluded. He was the top wicket taker there. But these are different conditions, completely different conditions. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of eyeballs on this tournament also in terms of scouting. That adds to the pressure. Good start to the over. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, poor throw.
Well, there was no call from the batter, Taimur Ali. And right thing they're doing, just having a word with each other. You don't want to be losing a wicket in a form of a run out. Yeah, there was never a single there. He just played it straight into the hands of the fielder. I'm not too sure where he was going.
I second you. And Taimur never called for it also. This is Apesh, and it's gonna fall in no man's land and run away. Oh, that's gonna hurt Awais Shah. It wasn't all that bad a ball. Another fan code 4.
Yeah, always a safe shot to play. Taimur always wanted to play a sweep, getting a top edge, but luckily going towards the fine leg region. An important 4 runs coming in, and Awais Ali, well, it's going to be testing times for him. We have seen him. He's got potential of picking up wickets on spinning tracks. But as you rightly said, Faizan, this is going to be a test for this man.
Fumble, they won't run for it. That is what all your coaches will tell you as a batter. Never run on a fumble. They didn't do that there. Jawadullah, slight fumble. He's already taken a good catch, and almost a good catch. When it just fell short of him, Basil Hamid on his very first ball actually cut that away and was just inches away from Jawadullah. Partnership is worth 53 now. Straight to hand, good running. And a direct hit might have had him.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting replay, and I think you're right, Faizan. Direct hit, and it would have been curtains for the batter. Nicely bowled though, Awais Ali. Just targeting the stumps, and there you go. Excellent running. But just have a look at this one. Yeah, he was not even in the picture. This could have been disaster for Team Desert Vipers development.
In fact, that's gone up to the umpire, and I think he clipped off the bails just at the right moment. Yes, maybe, no, I don't know what's happening, because for a moment I thought Basil Hamid was going back to the pavilion. We'll have to take a look at that again. I think the keeper took a lot of time removing the bails. A direct hit, yes, certainly he was gone. It's Hamdan Tahir, the keeper there. They're still gonna take a look at that again, I think. Yeah, there you go. This is a better angle, but how will that tell you that he reached or not? This will certainly tell you if Hamdan took the bails off just in time. There you go. He has the ball in his hand. There. And no. I don't think he went for a run out there. He just gathered the ball. Lack of match. They're still looking at it. There you go. This is a better angle. When did he take the bails off? When did the bails came off? He's gathered it there. And the bails come off very, very late. The bails have come off very, very late. There's too much doubt in this one.
Yeah, absolutely, Faizan. I think he was a little late, a little casual in his effort. A better throw was required. I think a direct hit or a throw right in the hands of the keeper's glove, that would have been really interesting.
I also feel that he got an awkward bounce there, frankly. Those are very difficult to take. When from such a fielding position up close, that has been given not out. Rightly so, I think. The bails came off really late. And you cannot be given out till the bails come off the grooves. And there was no conclusive evidence there of when did that happen. So whatever we saw, I think it's the right decision. Single taken. Flicked away, straight to the fielder. Ghaffar there, only a run. So I think, to be fair to Hamdan, when somebody is throwing so quickly and it comes off as a half volley, it's very difficult to take as a keeper. And I can tell you this because I've been a keeper in my playing days.
Nicely targeted the stumps. Once again, confusion in the middle. And this time he's gone. Well, this is a huge moment in this game.
Certainly, Luqman there, very quick. Pounced on the ball quickly, underarm throw coming in. And straight to the keeper. This time, Hamdan got a very good take. And very quick work. Not even in the frame. No need to look at the third umpire for this. And this is a big one. Basil Hamid, the captain, departs here. This game is wide open again. Third wicket down. 117 on board.
एक दो तीन एक दो वो कह रहे हैं स्पीकर से कराओ हाँ स्पीकर से कराना मैं नहीं करते हैं अरे दो और फल से का बोला मैं जोड़ी की दो ओके ओके अरे गाइस बैठे बॉल वो उधर ही पड़ा हम दान बॉल
So a man built like a truck. Junaid Shamsu comes out to the middle. Is it? I think it is. Looks like that in the helmet. We need a confirmation for that. It's going to be Taimur on strike though. 12 overs gone, 117 for 3. Required run rate 9.8. Current run rate 9.8. It's hanging in the balance. Nicely bowled by Simran. Simran was brilliant in the last match. He gave away just 11 runs in his 4 overs. That was a priceless spell from him. This is the last wicket. Basil Hamid hitting it straight to the fielder. There was never a run there. He had made a mistake on the last occasion also. It was just inconclusivity that saved him. And this time, there was no doubts in anyone's mind.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting passage of play. It is Junaid Shamsuddin who's made his way in the middle. We know he's a big striker of the ball, and straight away, he's made his intentions very clear on the very first delivery. He's faced Simranjeet. He's trying to apply the pressure on him, trying to take him downtown.
On a wicket like this, where it's coming onto the bat, Junaid Shamsu is going to be a very difficult man to get rid of. Simranjeet continues. That's beautifully played in the gap. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Taimur just timing it to the boundary for another fan code 4.
This is some really smart batting coming from Taimur Ali. Short delivery, and he always wanted to play towards the square, like intentionally. He knew there was no fielder in that area, using his wrists beautifully, and he's got an important boundary under his name.
Yeah, that was the most important part of the shot. He rolled his wrists over that ball to keep it down and keep it where he wanted it to go, in that direction on the right of the square leg. Traditionally a long leg position, if you will. Another dot ball. This is a decent over coming in. Just 6 runs of the over. 2 more balls to go. Nicely played in the gap for a single.
Well, looking at the current situation of this game, Faizan, I have a question now. They've sent Junaid Shamsuddin so early in this innings. There's still 7 overs to go. what is the instructions? What is the role he's supposed to be playing at this point of the game?
Well, when Basil Hamid was crossing him and he was coming in, Basil was telling him just to hold on a little bit, take his time and then go about his shots. But knowing Junaid Shamsu, he won't stop. And he's gone down on one knee and he has hit this out of the park in the night sky.
Yeah, Simranjeet, he's not very pleased with this last delivery. Junaid Shamsuddin, he is not going to spare if he bowled anything fuller. Going down on one knee and has smashed this out of the park to get another 6 runs into his tally.
That was a 6 on any ground. Look at that. Look at the distance it went to. End of the over. 13 gone. They are still going at 10 runs in over. 130 for 3. They got a wicket, but they've given away runs also. 13 of them in the last over as Awais Ali comes to bowl here. Only a single. They were looking for a 2 for a moment, deciding against it, rightly so.
Now this is going to be very, very interesting. Awais Ali Shah, a spinner, bowling to Junaid Shamsuddin. We saw in the previous over what this man can do. A big unit is Junaid Shamsuddin. Now will he try to target and take down the experienced bowler Awais, or just try to take a single?
He's like a truck without brakes when he gets going. Oh, I think that was edged. Maybe a thick edge. Very difficult for the keeper to take those. The reactions from the players around him and Awais Ali Shah tells you that story.
It seems like there was an opportunity and chance has certainly gone down. It's going to be a very interesting replay though.
The way they're cleaning the ball after every delivery, that's going to tell you that there's some sort of dew on the ground. Got a hand to it, looking for a 2, won't get it.
Well, singles is certainly not going to bother Thunderbolts at this stage of the game.
Yeah, there you go. I think that was an edge there. But a thick edge, very difficult for the keeper to take. Junaid Shamsuddin on strike. Played. Oh, that's very poor from Simran. That's bonus runs. 4 of them.
Well, Simranjeet, do not look at your captain or the bowler. Very good delivery. Followed the batter. And he got plenty of bat on this. And have a look at this. This is not acceptable.
Yeah, he's a fan of Messi because that's what it was. Messi.
It should have been stopped. These are crucial, crucial runs. We're into this latter part of this stage. And every run from here onwards is going to be very, very important. Yeah, there you go. The towels are out. So it's very difficult to grip the ball.
It's still the Vipers game. They have 7 wickets in hand. Required run rate is well under 9.5. It's 9.3 as of now. And they still have a lot of batting to come. And Thunderbolts still have these 2 to deal with. Taimur already on 45. He's played a gem of a knock here. 31 deliveries for his 45. Shamsu goes big. He doesn't connect well. But the result is going to be another fan code 4.
Well, he's played a very safe shot here. Awais bowling it fuller, firing it towards the offside channel, and Junaid Shamsuddin always wanted to go over the top, intentionally playing it over the head of the points fielder. And that is a fan code 4 moment for you.
If you want to bowl there, you need to keep the fielder, backward point fielder, on the boundary. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. 14 gone, 141 for 3. 54 more runs required, 36 balls remaining. It is still Vipers' game to lose from here on. Taimur Ali, brilliant batting from him. Chanceless innings, 45 of 31. Junaid Shamsu has come out all guns blazing, 12 of 5. In comes their main man, Jawadullah. He's played for the UAE. He's played at the main event at the DP World ILT20 last season. In fact, first season also. He's a very, very good bowler. Bowls with a lot of guile. And I'm sure he's going to bowl a lot of slower deliveries. Edged. 4.
Well, fortune favouring the brave here. Taimur Ali wanted to hit it towards the long on, getting thick outside edge. It was a good delivery, firing onto the stumps. Yeah, and that is going to help the cause. First ball Jawad has bowled. He's gone for a boundary.
This is getting out of hands for the Thunderbolts here. They need some thunder here. Maybe a couple of wickets. 49 for Taimur Ali. Brilliant knock. 8 fours, no sixes. So he's played safely. He's milked the bowling around. 15 singles also. So he has rotated the strike well. In comes Jawadullah once again. This time overcompensating on the pads. And it's going to be another single here. So we were talking about that fact when Awais Ali Shah was bowling in the last over. He bowled a very wide delivery. And that's 50 up for Taimur Ali. Brilliant knock. Pressure situation. He's come out and played wonderfully well here. What a knock. He needs to keep on going. Still 49 more to get to win this game. You need to take the responsibility as a batter, just like Hamdan did in the first innings, and make sure that you're there till it ends, because it is never over till it's over. You're talking about that ball, and I've been trying to make that point for a long time now. But Awais Ali Shah bowling in that area at around the 6th stump outside the off stump. You need to keep backward point on the boundary, because the batter cannot slash at it then. He will try to go across the line, and that might yield a wicket for you. You can put a mid-wicket or a square leg on the boundary. Keep backward point on the boundary. And an extra cover on the boundary as well. And can bring in the long on inside the circle. Or maybe a mid-wicket inside the circle. And just ask the batter to go across the line. And that would be very special to see against a left-arm spinner from a batter's perspective.
Yeah, absolutely, Faizan. That is a very, very good point you make here. You need to make something happen for here onwards. Game is slipping out of the hands.
Cut away. Not in total control. Another single. Runs have been coming in. They've been coming in easily. 148 on board now. Already 7 runs of the over. Still a couple of balls to go.
Yeah, the approach is right here from the captain Umair Ali Khan. He's opted to bring his premier bowler Jawad Ullah. We usually see him coming in the 18th over, 20th over, but he's been brought back for a purpose, and that is to pick up a wicket. And what if they can take Taimur Ali from here onwards? That is going to make things really, really interesting.
That's pulled away, top edge, and it's going to sail for another 6. Nothing is going Thunderbolts' way.
Well, they're running away with this show now. Just 41 more required. Jawadullah banging in shot, and look at that. Bang it goes from the meat of the bat. And he has smashed this yet again out of the park. And that is the power you'll see from this man, Junaid Shamsuddin.
No, that's not good bowling, because the leg side is the shorter side of the ground. So you can't bowl from that end and ask the batter to pull you. Because chances are even top edges would sail over the fence, because this is the shortest side of the ground. From that end, you just cannot afford to bowl bouncers or short deliveries.
Yeah, absolutely, Faizan. And they've certainly missed a trick or two here on this surface. Going too short, Jawadullah. And Shamsuddin was ready for that delivery. Last delivery. Short delivery. Hit hard. There's protection in the deep. So a very handy over yet again coming for Desert Vipers development. 15 gone. 155 for 3.
That's the phase score comparison. Those 7 to 15 overs belonged to Thunderbolts. 100 runs came in that. But Vipers are neck to neck. 93 runs have come. And they have just given away 1 wicket. 62 also coming in the first phase with 2 wickets. Neck and neck. Not much difference between the two sides. 148 for Thunderbolts. And 155 for Vipers here. Couple of wickets is what they need. They need 2 set batters to go back to the pavilion here. The ILT20 Thunderbolts.
Yeah, the chances to win from here onwards is looking quite bleak. They need, as you rightly pointed out, Faizan, they need wickets and they need cluster of wickets from here onwards.
Yeah, required run rate for the very first time has gone below 9. It's exactly 8 runs per over required to win this game now. That's played down the ground. He's got the connection right. It'll go the distance. 6 more to start the over.
Well, fearless and courageous, I would say. Goodness gracious, what a hit. He converted this into a full toss, coming down nicely onto the ground and has absolutely middled this. Junaid Shamsu, well, he's turning on the heat.
Yeah, you were asking me what Junaid Shamsu should do. No matter what anyone tells him, he's going to do what he does best. Hit it out of the park. Sometimes even tries to break the ball in 2. Look at that. That's a very good adjustment just at the last moment. He was foxed with the bounce of the delivery. Still gets it to the boundary.
Well, they seem to be in some hurry now. Umair not getting his line or length right here. First bowling a juicy full toss and on this occasion bowling a short delivery. And Junaid Shamsu, well, you do not bowl short to this man on this track. He's going to make you pay.
We saw 190 on board in the first innings. And we thought, well, it's going to be mighty difficult for the Vipers to come out and bat. But they've proved us wrong. They've made it look so easy. Another full toss. Only a single this time. What a brilliant knock Junaid Shamsuddin is playing. He's on 31 of just 11 deliveries. He's changed the complexion of the game. That is why you need someone like that in your team. Vipers are looking very comfortable out there right now. Basil still is signaling to his players. That's gone down the ground. Catch it is the call. They won't be able to. Dropped. And 6. We'll have to take a look at that again. I don't know whether it was dropped or not. I got the call from the director that it's dropped. We can't see the player from here. Maybe a chance, maybe not. But one thing for certain is it was a 6. Required run rate just 5.3 now.
Yeah, it's been struggling times here for the captain. He opted to bring himself back into the attack and he's just not finding the rhythm in this over. Took the matters in his own hands but has completely backfired. This has turned out to be a huge over.
Full toss again. That's the 4th full toss of the over. And he's flicked that away into the gap. And he will take a 2 as if he was strolling in the park. What a knock coming in from Junaid Shamsuddin here. 32 of 12. 16 overs gone. The score is 175 for 3 now. So just 20 more required, 24 balls remaining. We were sitting outside, the two of us, Awais and I, and we were talking about the fact that this is going to go down the wire. How wrong were we? It really hasn't. It's been such an immaculate chase coming in from the Desert Vipers development team. As in comes Luqman, I think 1 over 2 late. Umair Ali Khan gave away 50 runs in his 4 overs, something that he won't be proud of. That's 150 that you don't want as a bowler. Luqman comes, It's in the air and dispatched. What a shot from Taimur. They're going to finish it in a hurry.
Well, stamping his authority on this occasion, Taimur Ali. Hazrat Luqman going fuller in the slot, and look at the flow of the bat. So pleasing to the eye when this man gets going. What a brilliant knock he's played. He came onto bat when 2 wickets were down. And look at the innings now. 64 in just 37 deliveries. There you go. Fist bump from his partner.
Yeah, all of these batters have performed really well today. Everything falling into place for the Desert Vipers development team right from the word go. Tanish Turi gave them a good start. And again, flat hard, gone. 6. Back-to-back sixes. What a shot.
Well, he's decided he's going to be dealing in maximums. That is a ferocious hit. 17:38. Luqman wasn't all that bad a delivery, but look at that shot. This is some tremendous stuff we witnessed tonight.
Just 8 more required to win now. 81 tournament sixes. Absolutely brilliant to watch. When this day started at the ICC Academy, we hadn't even crossed the 50 mark for sixes. And now by the end of the day, we have 81 sixes. At least 30 to 35 sixes being hit during the day. And another one. This is a skyer. Hasn't got the distance on it. And it's gone a drop shot. They will run 2. Tells you the story. Even miscued hits haven't gone the ILT20 Thunderbolts' way.
Yeah, it seems like they've given up now. Taimur trying to go for a big shot. Couldn't really get the distance. Just skied up in the air and luckily falling in no man's land.
6 to get. Flicked away beautifully. Is it? Is it the match? We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. That is given 6. What a finish. Taimur Ali, you beauty. That's a brilliant, brilliant knock coming in. Finesse, hard hitting, everything in that knock of 78 of just 40 deliveries. We saw 2 half-centuries in the first innings. Brilliant. We saw 1 half-century in this one. That's going to match those 2. 78 not out. Taimur Ali winning the game comfortably for his team here. And winning it by a margin in just the 17th over. We thought 195. Too many to get. Not truly. That's the winning moment. Look at that flick. Shorter side of the ground. Yes. But you still had to hit it. He did. And that smile tells you that he loved this knock. Certainly. One of the player of the match performances coming in from Taimur Ali here. He was absolutely brilliant. Vipers winning comfortably in the end by 7 wickets. Match number 6 at the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. What a day we've had. High scoring games. The first match, the first innings, only 136 was scored, but it was chased down in just the 14th over. Second match, high scoring, 194 scored in the first innings. We thought Thunderbolts were on top. And then Desert Vipers came out, had a different idea altogether and finished the game in just the 17th over. 16.4 overs to be precise. What a victory. They lost one yesterday, they won one and won one convincingly today. Everything happening right for them, right from the start. Tanish Suri gave them a start, 24 of 15. Lovepreet, 32 of 17. Brilliant, those two. Then came in Taimur Ali and started to play his shots. Basil Hamid partnered him, and that partnership was a 50-run plus partnership. There was a run out coming in, and he scored 22. Basil Hamid, the captain of the side. Taimur Ali was still out there. Then he partnered with Junaid Shamsuddin. Shamsuddin came out like a truck without brakes and scored 33 of just 12. That gave more confidence to Taimur Ali. Look at that partnership. 78 of just 28 deliveries. And that is where Thunderbolts lost the game. Absolutely amazing. Taimur Ali involved in 3 of those partnerships. That's the bowling card for you. Not very, very impressive. Javadullah couldn't pick up a wicket, gave away runs at 10.33. Hazrat Luqman going at 14.25. That last over, those 4 deliveries were hit for 3 sixes and a couple of runs. Abdul Ghaffar picked up a wicket, was going at 11.5 runs and over. Umair Ali Khan, a match to forget for him. 1 wicket to his name, but 50 runs given away in 4 overs. 3 for 30 for Simranjeet without picking up wicket. Avesh Shah bowled 2 overs also and could not contain the batting unit. That's the match summary for you. Thunderbolts. Hamdan Tahir, what a knock. And it has gone down in vain. Luqman 71 of 44 gone down in vain because Taimur Ali had different ideas. Junaid Shamsuddin had different ideas. 78 not out for Taimur Ali. 33 not out of just 12 for Junaid Shamsuddin. Ruh Parashar in the first innings took 2 wickets for 7 runs. Huzema 1 wicket for 30 runs. Wasim Akram 1 for 33. I think the bowlers bowled decently well, but they were taken for a plenty. 194, 195 to get, and they got there very comfortably in the end. Result, day 3, Pearls won by 4 wickets in the first match, and then Vipers winning by 7 wickets in the second match. It was very different to what has happened in this tournament. This is the first day where both teams batting second won the games. Day 4 fixtures for you, that's tomorrow. The White Capitals development team is going to fight against ILT20 Marvels. They've lost 1 game each. Gulf Giants development team versus Desert Vipers development team, and that's going to be the late night game. So we'll start the broadcast at 5 p.m. local time, and the second match is going to come to you at 9 p.m. local time on day 4 of the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament Season 2. Right now, it's time for the Player of the Match presentation, and for that, Shoaib Ahmed is down there for the presentation ceremony.
Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation for the game between Desert Vipers Development and the ILT20 Thunderbolts. What a match we witnessed here tonight at the ICC Academy Oval. Brilliant performances from both the sides, but in the end it was Desert Vipers coming out with a vengeance, and a dominating performance with the bat has resulted in a run chase that we haven't seen so far in this tournament. 195 runs in the first innings, and those runs were chased in a matter of 17 overs. Outstanding performance from the batters of Desert Vipers, and in the process they have got those 2 important points to their name. Joining us in the post-match presentation, as always, I've been joined by our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. He's got the Player of the Match memento in his hand, and this goes to a man who's been brilliant with the bat, outstanding scoring under pressure, and a man of steel when it comes to nerves. 78 runs of 40 deliveries. Taimur Ali, the Player of the Match. Eight boundaries and 4 sixes. Taimur, मुबारक हो, ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस. अपने लफ्ज़ों में बताइए कि कैसी लगी आपको ये परफॉर्मेंस, और स्पेशली ऐसे कंडीशन में आके बैट करना, तो बताइए कि क्या फील कर रहे हैं आप अभी.
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र अदा करूँगा, और बिल्कुल एक अच्छा इवेंट है, अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है. उसमें मुझे मतलब जितना कोचेस ने बैक किया और एक अच्छा मतलब मेरी जगह पे भेजा और अच्छा परफॉर्म हुआ, तो बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी हो रही है उस चीज़ के लिए. और बस
195 का स्कोर था, और उसको चेस करने के लिए आपको एक पॉजिटिव इंटेंट के साथ बैट करने के लिए आना था. तो क्या सोच कर आए थे और क्या मेंटालिटी थी आपकी उस रन चेस को लेकर?
जैसा कि लास्ट उनके जो 5-6 ओवर्स थे उसमें अच्छा बैट पे आने लग गया था, तो हमारा यही था कि थोड़ा सा टाइम लेंगे, पार्टनरशिप लगाएंगे तो इंशाल्लाह हम चेस कर सकते हैं. तो वही प्लान था, अकॉर्डिंग टू प्लान हम गए और फिनिश किया.
पिच के बारे में बताइए, क्योंकि ऐसा जब आप खेल रहे थे तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि कोई तकलीफ ही नहीं थी आपको, और बिल्कुल आप बल्ले के बीचों बीच खेल रहे थे हर बॉल.
जी बिल्कुल, जैसे सेकंड मैच था तो वो यूज़ होके पिच बहुत अच्छा बैटिंग के लिए हो गया था. थोड़ा सा नए बॉल पे थोड़ा सा मुश्किल था, लेकिन बाद में अच्छा आने लग गया था बैट पे. तो वही हमारा था कि शुरू का बॉल सर्वाइव करना है और बाद में फिर उसको अच्छा फिनिश करना है.
बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त बल्लेबाजी की आपने. ऑल द बेस्ट आगे के मैचेस के लिए.
थैंक यू सो मच.
Taimur Ali, the Player of the Match, scoring 78 runs of just 40 deliveries. Well, that's it from the post-match presentation. Time for us to head back to our gentlemen in the comm box.
Thank you so much, Shoaib. We have very good performance coming in from Taimur Ali. And this is a performance to remember for Taimur Ali. getting to 195 in just 16.4 overs. Supported well by Junaid Shamsuddin. Well, that's it from the day number 3. In fact, we have highlights package lined up for you. We're going to bring that to you right now. Let's see what happened in the second innings of the match today. This is how things started. In fact, this is the whole match highlights for you. This is the first innings. Hamdan, he was lucky there on that occasion, but Hamdan and his partner Luqman, they kept going and they were scoring at will at one point of time. And at that time, I thought the wicket wasn't all that easy to bat. They took their time, settled down, started going at 10 runs and over, made sure they kept going. Runs were coming in, sixes were coming in, and at one point of time they were looking like as if they could get to a 220. But it was pulled back just a little bit after that wicket of Luqman. Then Hamdan took the responsibility on his shoulders and got to 82 not out. He's the leading run getter in this tournament. What a good shot from Hamdan. That was Luqman going all guns blazing at that point in time, and then Wasim Akram picked up his wicket. Shots all around the park for Luqman and Hamdan. Both of them in supreme touch. That was brilliant to watch, Wes. 50 coming in for Luqman.
Oh, he was absolutely brilliant, and then it was Hamdan Tahir taking the responsibility, played a magnificent knock. That was the wicket. Wasim Akram giving some redemption to his team. It was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, 144 runs were scored when the first wicket came out, but then they took a couple of them very quickly. This was the second wicket. And at that point of time, Deepak Parashar with 2 wickets in 2 balls. This was the other one. He brought things back just a little bit. A score that was looking like crossing 200 easily was restricted to 194. Rais played some very good shots in a cameo of 18 runs, but it was Hamdan Tahir who took the onus and the responsibility upon his shoulders and got to his 50 also. That was one cracker of a shot from Rais. Beautifully played, and then one shot too many from him. Easily taken in the end. Khuzaima did pretty well during that last over that he bowled. Hamdan kept going and made sure that his team got to a safe total. That is what it looked at that point of time. There was a run out, Ghaffar, the man there, and Umair Ali Khan came out and hit the last ball to the boundary to take the score to 194. They came out all guns blazing. Vipers had a lot of venom in the chase. Good shots coming in from Danish Suri and Lovepreet. Both of them were going at a blazing pace. And this is what happens when the wicket is behaving at the ICC Academy. You can play those shots all day long. It was a good start for both of them. Then Danish Suri did that. First wicket down, they were back in the game. But Lovepreet take the responsibility then, and this has been the feature of the Vipers batting. Basil Hamid coming out and playing, in fact it was Taimur Ali who came out at number 3, and he played some very good shots also. Lovepreet at one point hit 2 and 2. And then Umair Ali picked his man. Those were the 2 sixes from Lovepreet and a checked shot. Second wicket down, things were looking in control for Thunderbolts. That is what Umair thought, because he was celebrating. And then partnership between Basil Hamid, a 50+ partnership between Basil Hamid and Taimur Ali, made sure they were in the game at the halfway mark. They had gotten to 99 at the 10 over mark with just 96 more to get. So it was hanging in the balance with 8 wickets in hand. They made use of all those poor deliveries and made sure that the bowlers had to pay for the kind of bowling that they were doing. And Umair Ali Khan was very expensive today. The captain of the side gave away 50 runs. Luck favors the brave, and Taimur Ali got some favors from luck also. This was the run out. Basil Hamid calling for a run when there was none. And at that point of time, I thought there might be a twist in the tail, but in comes Junaid Shamsuddin.
Yeah, that was a huge moment in the game. Basil Hamid run out, and that is when we thought that they're in the game. But then this man, Taimur Ali and Junaid Shamsuddin, the moment he came in, this was the story of the fielding department. They couldn't really hold on to the catches. And Taimur and Junaid Shamsuddin, there you go. Look at that shot. Came right up the middle of the bat. You ball him full, you're going to disappear. You ball him short, he's going to take you downtown. Look at that. Tremendous batting.
Yeah, till the time he has hit a 50, he had not hit a single 4. But by the end of his innings at 78, he had hit 4 sixes, Taimur Ali. Not just that, even Junaid Shamsuddin, I think, was phenomenal because he gave that confidence, and that was the last shot, winning it comfortably in just 16.4 overs. So once again, day 4 fixtures for you. Dubai Capitals development team versus ILT20 Marvels. That's going to be the first game live at 5 p.m. local time. And the next game, Gulf Giants development team versus Desert Vipers development team. That's going to come to you at 9 o'clock. That's it from us in the Combox. We're going to see you tomorrow. Till then, it's good night and God bless.
है नस नस में लगे कुछ नहीं अब बस में उठने वाला है एक तूफान जूतों के फीते लगे कसने जब चलेगा बल्ला मचेगा हल्ला मचेगा शोर मैं कैच पकड़ना मैच छलक जाए हाथ से बॉय बाजी मार जा चाहे शारजा चाहे दुबई मैं तान में और जान लगा और कर दे दबाई get up keep on moving get up and hit that shot get up don't stop the music होने रे हल्ला हल्ला हल्ला